Good morning, ladies. Good morning, Tori. Good morning, Suze. How are we doing this morning? I just thought I'd come on here real quick. Tori, how are you feeling, dear? Oh, really? It's beautiful here. Unfortunately, I closed my pool up yesterday. The guy came and closed it up for the year, but he'll be back April 17th to open it up for my birthday. So 6 months, almost 6 months to the day. I got to wait to open my pool up. Well, later today, the raffle is going live for the the Canadian flag blanket I did. I'm sitting here finishing up the last of the raffle tickets I made. My fingers are killing me from cutting up raffle tickets. I've been cutting tickets and stapling, and my fingers hurt. Thank you, Tori. You are back. Yeah, Sue, you're right. Tori, my sister, I've had 4 members of my family that had the Rona, and I lost my great aunt to it. And my one sister, it's been 5 months, and she still has a lot of trouble. She worked in a nursing home, and they wouldn't even give her the shot because she's had it. They wouldn't even give her the shot. I mean, they're all down in the States. And she said that she still has a lot of trouble breathing. Her daughter had it. Her daughter's husband ended up with it, and her son. And I'm out of staples. Oh no, I'm not. So over here in New Brunswick, they had us on semi-lockdown for Thanksgiving, which none of us have understood why. It's okay. From 6 o'clock Friday night to 11:59 Monday night, the Thanksgiving holiday, you could only have your one household bubble for Thanksgiving. But it's okay. Now, you can have whoever you want over your house. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't even make sense anymore. I just stay on my island. I don't leave the island if I don't have to. Seriously, I just don't leave the island if I don't have to. I've decided the world's crazy. The world is crazy. It is nuts. Yeah, I had somebody ask me how much I would charge to make one of these blankets, one of the corner to corners. Oh, my thumb from. Well, do you remember those old fashioned? Yeah, Suze, you're right. Do you remember those old fashioned paper cutters? I wish I had one. Cutting all these tickets up is hurting my thumbs. Messing my crochet and knitting up. I just lost train of thought. Yeah, Tori, that's what I've heard. It's the breathing. I mean, I kept you in my prayers, little girl. I've kept you in my prayers. It's I've been very fortunate here on the island. Been very, very fortunate here on the island. Oh, what did I do? I stapled these all together, and yeah, no. Oh, my brain this morning. Oh, I haven't been sleeping too good. I don't know what's the matter. I changed the settings on my camera. I got to take this autofocus off. My new webcam I had gotten. But I do want to check on YouTube to see what this looks like. If it's any better. I'm trying to mess with the settings because apparently over YouTube I come in all blurry. I have no idea if it's looking any better. I've been messing with it. It's just taking me time to learn how to. I come in all blurry. Okay. Oh, I have no idea. Mute. I don't want to hear my nasty. My guy voice looks a little bit better, so I'll work on the settings. It's okay now. Yeah, it's just I did find out that if I stream at night because of the bandwidth until my Starlink gets here, a lot of the it's blurry. Has to do with my bandwidth at nighttime because I called ExploreNet up because looking at StreamYard, how I am now on my computer, everything's clear. I watched a YouTube video about I have a Nexigo N930 AF, which is autofocus, which I can turn off. I've actually got settings where I can turn the autofocus off because it will automatically. It's supposed to have automatic good focus on it, so I don't know. So I've been watching. So there was an app that I could download from Nexigo that I could change the settings. So I was able to change the backlighting and everything to kind of help it because my window back there, I get a lot of daylight. I rearranged my craft room for the wintertime. So that won't be to my back. That'll be coming at me. Good morning, Darlene. Good morning. Starlink. Everybody on the island is starting to get theirs. It's just whenever they decide to send me mine. I put my deposit down in February. Somebody that put their deposit down in April got theirs already. So it's just it's a crapshoot when we get it. You know, it's just a crapshoot. So, but I'm patient. Darlene, it's going live later this afternoon. The raffle. I found out I have to go to Service New Brunswick and register the raffle and pay $25. The government wants their cut. They're $25. I'm like, really? Anyways, I was saying, I actually had somebody ask me that saw a picture of the blanket on my Facebook or on my Instagram and said, how much would you charge to make one of those blankets? And I said, it'd be a couple $100, which the yarn alone runs me probably, well, if I can get it as cheap as I did for this blanket, you know, and they thought that was too much. And I'm like, yeah, well, yeah, Tori, you're right. Then you have no idea how long. I said, that's 3 months work. Mind you, it wasn't working every day on it, but that's still a lot of work on that corner to corner because that's a queen size blanket. It fits on my queen size bed. The picture I posted on the Yaya face group was it laying over top of my queen size bed. It's a lot bigger than the pattern that I have. It's a lot bigger than the pattern said it was going to be. And I didn't think I crocheted that loose. Yeah, Darlene, you're right. They have no idea. It's just like somebody wanted me to make a elf coat. And then I gave them the price of the elf coat. Yeah, that scared them. I told them, I said, that elf coat took it took over a year to make, but it's actually like 6 months to make, and the yarn was not cheap. I said that was 21 skeins of yarn in that elf coat. So, oh, my finners on these scissors. I was just telling the girls, Darlene, I found an app to change my webcam, but also streaming during the day, I get a little bit better. Oh, she never answered you? Yeah. Oh, thank you, Tori. You're a sweetheart. Actually, it's the pattern I got off of Facebook. It's a corner to corner. And I'll tell you, the only thing is, my word, it just, at one time I had 8 balls of yarn coming into the blanket, because I try not to get, I didn't want a lot of cut ends, so I tried to keep mine continuous, and I'm trying to get better at my color work, so I thought that would be a good way to get better at my color work. I'm going to attempt some more corner to corners. I have the Liberty blanket that I'm going to do, but that's all single crochet. Oh, dear Lord, help me on that one. An entire blanket in single crochet, but it's all color work. I can't cut. Look at my thumb. It's actually got a callus on it from cutting tickets. I can't cut any more tickets. My fingers. Oh, tell them thank you, darling. Yeah, I just can't. I just can't cut no more. I think I'm just going to put. Where would you get confused, Tori? What, changing the colors? That's what I was talking about, that, darling, for you. Come on. The old, when it used to be the paper cutters that we had in art class when we were kids. Oh, I actually got a callus on my thumb. Got a callus on my thumb. And I actually talked to the animal shelter this morning, and they're coming over here on December 5th because I'm going to do the drawing live, and that's the day that we have our community tree lighting. Tori, I'll tell you what, it is so easy to change colors. The blanket that I did, the way she wrote the pattern, oh, well, that's not doing me any good now, darling. How the pattern's written, Tori. If you look how that's written, you see it says 28 red, 1 white. So that tells you how it is to change. Actually, Susie, I have been watching Courtney at Fiber Fox. I bought the butterfly one, and I've been practicing my mosaic. And yes, I'm going to make a mosaic blanket. That's on my list. I'm going to do the butterfly one she has. I'm going to do the butterfly. But no, Tori, if I can do it, Tori, anybody can. Because it took me, I don't know how many tries. And I finally just was bound and determined that I was going to learn the corner to corner. It took a couple tries, and finally it just clicked in my head. But I watched a tutorial. Darlene, Courtney from Fiber Fox Studios, her mosaics are beautiful. And I thought it was going to be difficult, but it's actually easier than I thought. You know, it's easier than I thought. Did I miss anybody? You know, I'm just getting a rubber band. That's where I learned to do the mosaic. But I was watching, like, I'm like, look the rubber band. Oops, the rubber bands I found. Look how colorful they are. Little pretty colors, nice bright colors. Raven's crochet. I think her name's Sarah. She actually had a tutorial on this morning I watched just quickly about corner to corner and how to keep your openings so they weren't wide. Now mine aren't too bad on my blanket, but I pulled my. Okay, darling, I pulled my. Good morning, Frenchie. Good morning. I pulled mine pretty tight, but instead of chaining 6 for the double crochet, she only chains 5 when she's starting a new block. And then when she goes to connect to the next block, she only chains 2 rather than 3. So I'm going to try that on my next corner to corner, which is down the ways because I've got my Charlotte's World blanket that I want to get working on. And my daughter-in-law messaged me, or not messaged, well, she did message me. She sent me a picture of the peppermint swirl blanket. And my daughter-in-law doesn't ask me for much, and asked me, she said, Mom, I'd really love one of these. So it'll be a late Christmas present for her because it's kind of down the list here on the blankets. I already got started. I've got 2 blankets started. Okay, so yeah, so it works better doing it that way. Yeah, I started a hat. I wanted to see, I had this Nordica. And if you look, that's how it works up. I actually have the pattern for this sweater. But I didn't want to do another. Welcome back. Welcome in. Welcome back. I didn't want to make us another sweater because darling could tell anybody. I've got so many projects on the go that. Yes, I did, Tori. I have. You guys are my regulars, and you guys watch all the time. I have a mess over here, but it's getting better. I got to clean my craft room. It needs clean. This is all the yarn for the Liberty blanket. The sky blue I got matched up with this ice blue, but I like this cool blue better than the sky blue. So that's what I'm going to make the Liberty blanket in. But I mean, seriously, all single crochets. You know how long that's going to take me to do? Yee. That's going to take a while. That's going to take a while to do. It says it's 55 by 55. Wow. Yeah, that was those from that. See, there was a reason why I did those spin right tent sales. I must have had a premonition I was going to need those down the line for that I was going to get into doing blankets. Me, the lady that says I'm not going to do blankets. Ugh. Ugh. My craft room is seriously, ladies, in need of a cleaning. Ugh. So here she is. She's all ready to go. Those are all the cans and tickets. So that's going to be going out when I go to the mainland. They're going to call me when Bella's ready to come home. And then I'll go pick Bella up to bring her home. And then I'll go take care of dropping off all these. And as soon as that happens, I will post to Facebook, the Facebook group, Instagram, and a quick video to YouTube that the raffle is live. And hopefully I can raise some money for the shelter and some puppies and kitties can be saved. I'm all about the puppies and the kitties. And as I was telling you, I started knitting a hat. This is my fairy knitting since I finished my other one. So this is how that Nordic, I wanted to see how the Nordic is going to work up. So I'm curious to see when I finish it. It's just a Ross hat. And I was talking with Darlene over the weekend. My brain. Yes, you can. How I'm going to do it is, if anybody outside, you're in Canada, so Canadians can e-transfer. I also have PayPal. If it goes to my PayPal account, then I'm just going to take that money and e-transfer it right to, I have the direct e-transfer for the animal shelter. Come on, focus. Focus, you doofus. I'm going to turn this autofocus off because it's not working. There it is. And so that's how I'm going to do that. So people, like I have people from, actually down in the States, my family, they want to buy tickets, but I don't know why they want a Canadian flag. But, so I tried to do it so people that aren't local, if they wanted to, because I know a lot of people are animal lovers. They're animal lovers. So anybody that does that, what I will do is I will fill out this for them, and I will take a picture of it and messenger it to them so they know they have their ticket. Because I struggled with what to charge for tickets. I made the tickets $5 a piece. I thought that was, a decent price for a ticket, and it wasn't too expensive, because I know people, not everybody has a lot of money nowadays. I don't know about you guys. I know I don't. My unemployment ran out. So, I'm on the CRB right now, which is not much. They cut it in half. So it's like $270 a week. My car payment's $330 every 2 weeks. Good morning, Cynthia. Good morning. So, that's, but I wanted to do something, even though they wouldn't let me be with my Bella till the end. I had started this before I even before I had to help Bella cross the Rainbow Bridge. I started this corner to corner to raise money for the shelter for everything they've done with my Valeria. And on my flyers, this blanket is being donated in Bella and Valeria's memory to the shelter. I wanted to do something in their memory because they're so important to me. And my sister, everybody's saying, well, you can go get another one. No. Right now in my heart, there's no room. I don't have it in me right now. Valeria's only been gone 2 years, and I still miss her. And Bella, I lost Bella Thursday. My son's passing's anniversary was Sunday, and it's 2 years. The 21st, I lost my mom. So this is like a couple of weeks. It's like really, really bad. You saved a chipmunk? Lisa, welcome. Welcome in. Welcome, everybody. So, I just thought it would be, something nice to do to raise money for my local animal shelter, because I am a big animal lover. So, yeah, the dogs they weren't even they were my girls. There's nothing, they were always my girls. They were with me 24/7 since the time they were 7 weeks old. And especially when they were in the truck, it was just me and them in the truck. And, hello, welcome in. There's the link if anybody wants to come up. And when my son passed away, those two are probably the only reason I'm still here. And that's just being honest. They help me cope, made me get up in the morning. They gave me the strength to keep going. Um, they had to get up and go to the bathroom. So it's like, Mom, get up. I got to go. So they kept me going. So that's why losing them was particularly hard. And then my last surviving child called me immediately when he got the word. And then I find out he's been off work 2 months. And then he messaged me 2 nights ago. He lost his. Okay, Lisa. All right, sweetheart. Thank you for stopping in. That his dog passed away, but apparently it was very horrendous how she passed away. It was horrendous.
Oh, that's not nice.
Yeah, Suze. And that's just it. When they're part of our family. Whether it's a kitty or a puppy, they're part of our family. And there's a lot of people out there that never had children, so their fur babies are like their children. And I've had dogs all my life. From the time my first dog, my dad brought me home an English bulldog, Muggsy, when I was a year old. And then he brought me a collie. I had a Lassie. Her name was Lassie. I had a collie. But I've always had dogs.
Oh, you named her Lassie?
Yeah, named her Lassie because I always used to watch Lassie.
Yeah.
So I named her Lassie. Yeah.
What's that, Timmy?
Well, we got 10 people in here. Did I miss somebody? I'm just going to scroll back and make sure I didn't miss anybody. I don't like to miss people. I don't like to be rude.
You see people walking their dogs all the time along our street. Like guys got his German Shepherd walking him. That's a big dog.
Echo. Is there echo, Lisa? Yes, Lisa. I watch you with Beanie. She's so cute. And I'm not. And your box. I'm mailing. Monday's my mail day, and I'm not sending you any sweets, and I'm not sending any treats for Beanie. I'm going to observe and comply with your wishes. Hello, Barbara. Miss Wriggles. Roofers are tearing off the roof right now. Let me tell you something. I miss Bella's barking at people coming to the door. I miss it. And I miss coming in that door and that little tail wagging for me. Anyways, let's get on a good subject. Closed the pool up yesterday, ladies. I was so sad. So sad. But the water was only 58 degrees and it was cold because I had to get the ladder out. Yes, Lisa. But by the way, I am this weekend. I just updated the list from the Yaya Facebook group of Outside Your Comfort Zone. I'm doing a drawing this weekend. Surprise! For a little sum for the Outside Your Comfort Zone. We have going on the hashtag. So get your pictures up there, ladies, because I'm going to do a drawing this weekend. So get your pictures up.
What do you think of my first pumpkin?
Oh, that come out nice.
Yeah, I'm. This is the first one, and I'm working on the second one, but it's hard because I don't know if you can see the bruise.
Yeah. How the hell did you do that?
That's from the injection.
Ooh.
Like he put the needle in. He put the needle in. Oh gosh, it's hard to see back.
I can see the lump, the tissue.
Yeah. He. It's still pretty painful. I can close a little bit more, but it started bruising right away. I've never seen a bruise happen so fast. But I've been trying to do some crocheting, but I can close my hand a bit better.
Knitting might be better for you right now than crocheting because holding the crochet hook, holding the crochet hook's going to put pressure on that.
Well, no, I'm because this is my left hand, and I'm right-handed.
Okay, yeah. Oh,
But it's like
yeah.
it was like holding the project, like holding it.
Yeah.
And I had to go down. The pattern says go down a hook size, so it's even tighter. So, but to to do these lines, to do the lines,
That really come out nice.
there's no way you could use a normal needle for that.
Really?
So I'm thinking, okay. And I saw a lady, she did somebody was asking on Facebook, how do you have a doll that moves its head? So I watched the video that somebody posted with it, and they had a really long needle. And that's what they were using. So I was doing the pumpkin, like trying to get because a regular needle's not going to go through that because it's too thick.
No.
So it was Sunday when I was doing it. So I looked up on Michael's and I saw they had a darning needle that was 5 inches long. So I got it's like 5 inches.
Oh my God.
But it's perfect.
Oh wow.
So I'll have that to use for, and it's called a weaver.
At Weaver's Needle.
Weaving
Yeah.
needle. I thought they were darn needles, but I guess maybe they changed their names now.
Hi, Charlene. Well, I hope you're. Well, Charlene, I sent you a message. I hope you're feeling better. Praying for you, hon. Just one day at a time. This too. You're a fighter. I've been knitting this whole thing continental. I've been doing this all left-handed.
Yeah.
My tensions. There's my tension's getting better left-handed. There's my tension.
Nice.
Working on giving my right hand. Exactly, Charlene. That's what you do, sweetheart. That's what I do. Sometimes I have to take it 15 minutes at a time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I thought I'd come on this morning. I'm probably going to have to do my lives during the day because at nighttime, the video quality on YouTube is like crap.
That's
just because of the bandwidth until I get my Starlink. Oh, congratulations, Cynthia. Congratulations. Cynthia hit 600 subbies. Woohoo.
Oh, that's nice.
Congratulations, sweetie. Hi, Brenda. Welcome in, hon.
It is pouring here right now.
It's gorgeous here.
What, sunny?
Yep, I can't get any rain because I still have the pool cover, the summer cover is stretched out over the porch drying, and when Warren has to have me fold it up so I can put it away. What? This here, Suze? This is continental knitting. I can only do my purling. My purling isn't as good as my stockinette. I can do because it's just. I don't know where are we at here. I can't see crap. There we are.
Oh, it's hard to like try and move it in the right area.
Well, I got the big TV up here so I can do it. Doing the knit stitch continental is really easy, and it gives my right hand a break because after cutting all those, I think it's Well, I'm right now. I think I'm up to about 700 or 800 raffle tickets that I cut up, and my thumb is sore. Them scissors. These scissors weren't the best things for cutting.
Well, is there
Uh,
a Staples close to where you're going to be going later?
no, nothing.
Oh,
Everything's in St. John.
oh gosh.
Everything's in St. John. I called this morning to find out about my course. It looks like I'm going to end up taking it next month,
Oh,
which means it's either this month or next month. And this month, I haven't heard from her, and it's the 18th. So,
yeah, it's like Monday.
yeah, so it'll probably be next month. But this weather we have we're supposed to stay until December.
Well, it's warm, but and we had beautiful weather, like all weekend was sunny and everything, but today we got some rain. We were supposed to have showers, but it's really coming down out there right now.
For that, Charlene, I crocheted a blanket to raise money for the my local animal shelter. Okay, Lisa, you take care, sweetie. You have a good day.
Have a good day.
Thumbs up. She's saying thummies. I always forget. I never say that. I'm in my own little world. Now, see, Frenchie's up in Moncton, and I was somewhat close to her neck of the woods when I was up in Fredericton. They're $5, Charlene. I'm going to be putting up the information on the Facebook group and stuff. The raffle's going to go live this afternoon. I have to go to our local Service New Brunswick because the government wants their $25 for me to have this raffle to raise money for a nonprofit organization.
Oh, so they take only
No,
$25?
I got to pay $25. Yeah, I got to pay $25 just to register it.
Still.
So people know it's legit because I donated 100%. 100% is going to the animal shelter. If somebody pays me via e-transfer or anything like that, I'm absorbing all the fees. I'm going to absorb the fees because I want 100%. And I talked to the clinic this morning, and they are coming over because the drawing is going to be done December 5th live at the community tree lighting. So they're coming over for the community tree lighting. So I'm going to do it live. And then and I'm going to post a video on Instagram and Facebook and the Yaya group and on YouTube the fall that next day, Monday. I'll post it all. Yes, Frenchie, I will. Sometimes I will be teaching up in that area. There's times I may have to teach or take another course for my first aid. I actually have my in-laws live up in Moncton, but we haven't spoke 2 years. My brother-in-law decided he wanted to be a poop head.
Yeah. There's always at least one in the family.
Yeah, want to be a poop head. I've got quite a few of mine. I have 6 siblings.
I beat you by 3. There's 9 total in my family. 9 kids.
Yeah, we have six girls, 1 boy.
We had 6 boys, 3 girls, 2 sets of twins.
Nope. So what's everybody working on? What's everybody working on this morning? And what'd you say? No, you're working with your left hand. You just switch. I can't. Suze, I'm right-handed. Okay. My predominant hand's right-handed, but I'm still knitting. I'm knitting right-handed, But what it is it's called continental. It's called continental knitting. And all I'm doing is controlling the yarn with my left hand. Instead
like
of
you do when you crochet.
Like you do when you crochet, which is most crocheters pick up continental knitting. Yeah, Charlene. Yeah, till the drawing's gonna be December 5th. The cutoff, I'm gonna put the cutoff as probably Saturday, the 4th. Okay, Brenda. And you're working on a Halloween blanket. And I don't celebrate Halloween. I'm not a big Halloween person.
No, me neither.
And then Sue, the other way, which is called the English way of knitting, is with the yarn in your right hand. I do it both ways. Well, and because when I taught myself to knit, I literally was dropping my needle and throwing my yarn. I was a thrower. And some people still do it today, but I learned to hold on to my knitting, and I can just use my finger now. And then another way I learned to knit is everybody in the island, they hold their, I have to have another, I'll show you. I have to have another.
Whoopsie.
I want to see my big, show you my big butt.
Whatever.
Up here on the island, when they knit, they hold theirs like this. And the girl that has, yeah, Suze, yeah. You do it both continental and the English method. But they also do it up here. Everybody I know up here holds it like this. So I started learning how to do it this way. And it does take stress off of your hand. And I do knit this way if it's just, usually my socks, I knit this way. But using the small circulars like this, it's hard. My Chiagos. And by the way, I'm getting the full set of Chiagos. Not yet. I'm selling. This is the first set of needles I've used for my Zing Melodies. I had a sweater on it, and I ripped the sweater off.
Oh, why?
Why did I rip them off? Because it was supposed to be knitting around, and I was knitting it flat.
Oh. I thought you were going to say there was something wrong with your melodies.
No, it was supposed to be knit in the round. I cast it on, and I'm just going. I'm going to town, and I'm getting all my ribbing done. I looked at the pattern. It said in the round. I said, "Oh dear Lord!" One of my favorite designers, Knititude, Chantal, Canadian designer. That is called Silver Bells.
Can't really see it. It's a bit blurry.
Blur.
But she has some beautiful designs.
How about there?
No, it's still blurry. You can tell that's a light color. Oh, it's kind of coming in and out.
It's her Silver Bell sweater.
Is that for you?
And it's up for it to go up my store. It's a really easy sweater, and she did it in Line Brand's Winter Nights. But I am going to do it in Peyton's lace. It's got sequins in it, and I'm holding a double.
Yeah.
So I wound the two skeins together.
Oh, yeah. It makes it easier.
Well, that's a wool mohair acrylic blend. And so once I finish this hat, then I'll Yes, Susan does. I just went. My husband laughs now. I was finishing up. When I got home from having to say goodbye to Bella, I was bound and determined I was going to finish that corner to corner. It just something snapped in me. And by the time I went to bed that night, I had 4 stitches left. 4 blocks left is all I had. So I went to bed. But I'm sitting there working on it. And all of a sudden, my husband looked over and goes, I know that sound. And I'm ripping back. He goes, you're ripping back? I said, yep. So every time he turned around, I'd be ripping back. So it's pretty funny that he knows now when I start ripping back. He don't say much when I start doing that other than, I know that sound. And he knows not to talk to me because I've made a mistake. But, yeah, he told me, just go buy your needles. And I said, no. I said, I sell one set, and that goes towards the purchase of the new set. Yeah. I finally decided, I've been working with my Chalgoos. There ain't no comparing. There isn't. No. As much knitting as I'm doing, there's no comparing. But this is the 4-inch set. I've got my shorties, my little ones. And I even use the real small ones for like baby hats and stuff. But it's the 4-inch set. And I found them they're in my cart on Amazon.ca, 168 Canadian. And then it's 35 duty deposit because they're coming in from the States. So just say $200. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, these were my zings were 112.
You have
Canadian 100. Yeah, but there's no free. These don't come with Prime. It's one thing, they don't have Prime for these.
Oh, really?
These were 111 US, but I got 15% off because I got them through Lovecrafts. This is the Zing's Zing's Melodies of Life. So, but I have a friend of mine that wants to get her sister a set for Christmas, but doesn't want to spend $200 on a set of Bago de Easy Bee Stitch Cape. Did you post that up on the Facebook group, Tori? With your hashtag outside my comfort zone. Just remember, when you post, make sure you use hashtag outside your comfort zone, because those are the ones that I put that in the search thing, and it brings up all you guys' pictures that I write in the notebook where I draw the little prize from. There's been quite a few put on there. That's all right. I woke up. What day was it? Yesterday morning I got up. My husband got up and I'm in my craft room. I got up at 1:30 in the morning. I had only been sleeping a couple hours. I had a bad dream.
I hate
But part of the dream was my husband was running buck bollocky bare butt naked down a hill. Running away from me. And I'm trying to chase him. And I'm chasing him and I'm doing all these shortcuts. Well, then I come up on a cliff and I couldn't go any further. So I'm telling him about this. He says, what did you eat before you went to bed? I said, nothing. And I said, no. I said, you were in the closet and you're throwing all your clothes on the floor. And you said, that's it. I'm done. We're finished. I'm leaving. And then the next thing, you're running down this hill naked. I mean, not a stitch of clothes on, not shoes, not socks, nothing. Naked. And I woke up, and I couldn't go back to sleep because he got up for work at 4:00 and he came in and I said, good morning. He said, what are you doing up? So I told him and he said, what did you eat? I said, nothing. Just had a bad dream and couldn't go back to sleep.
I
did have a couple of
when they're like cheating on you or something, and it would never happen, but you wake up and you're ticked off with them. Even though
No, I haven't had that one yet. I've never had that
no,
dream, but nope, I've never had that dream with him.
well, it
In
was
real
like
life, look,
a girl tried to get with him. That's what I was ticked off. I was
yeah.
like, oh, but
Oh, I
no,
had that all the time. My husband, let me tell you something, ladies. One of the things that attracted me to my husband, we've known each other for over 30 years. We've been married 16 years. Hi, Wendy Joe. Good morning. My husband is the biggest flirt there is. I knew that from the very beginning, but he's very charming. And all the ladies just loved him. I mean, my husband's very charming. And when we were driving truck, we were sitting in truck stop, and this waitress comes over, proceeds to stick her hand in my husband's shirt, rubbing he's got a hairy chest, and sniffing his neck, saying how good he smells. And I'm sitting right there, and I'm like, excuse me, hello. And she goes, oh, but he smells so good. I said, hands off. And Warren's just sitting there kind of, I'm not doing nothing. So she walks away, and I says, I restrained myself, honey, because I didn't do nothing. I said, I know. But I bought him Jovan Musk for men. And that stuff, it says, now do you believe me? When a woman smells that aftershave, it does something to them. I can smell a man in the mall with Jovan Musk for men on.
but
it just does something.
Touch. No touch.
No, you don't touch my man. No, but she did. I've had quite a few waitresses do that, come up and sniff his neck or something like that. And, but we were in a restaurant, and one of the waitresses there, well, he got down and he kissed the back of her hand. Well, one of the other driver's wives was there, and she starts getting all like, how dare you? I said, he's a flirt. He's nothing wrong. That don't bother me. He ain't going to go jump her bones. He's a flirt. I know that. I married him. It's part of his charm, Man's faithful as the day is long. But that one there got me when that waitress did that. And I'm saying, like, excuse me, hello, sitting right here, wife.
I made Dean laugh about a dream I had that this girl, she was trying to steal him away from me and all this stuff. And I said, I don't know how many times I said the F word in that dream. And thinks I was going to go after her. It's like, that's not me. I don't swear, but I was doing it in my dream. It was like, oh my goodness. He thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, the things we do in our dreams. Yeah, Cynthia, exactly. I had to laugh because, my husband's 6'2", about 240 pounds. And he's just a big old country boy. He's a big boy. And at one time he was 150 pounds heavier. Okay, but he's just a big old boy. And as it took him a year to kiss me. As shy, as big as of a flirt he is, he was very shy when it came to me. And
that's why he liked you.
Well, apparently some of our friends knew it before we did, because they were instrumental in playing Cupid with us. They were very instrumental in playing Cupid, because I was coming out of a bad marriage, and I was pretty mean to him in the beginning. When I realized I was in love with him, he said something to me. He wanted to know why I was in such a bad mood. And this is right hand on my King James. I said, because I have fallen in love with you, you butthole, but I use another word, and I don't want to be. And he just looked at me and got this big Cheshire cat grin. That's, it was part of his charm. I said, you're kind of like a mushroom. You grow on. And he was like a mushroom. He grew on me. Because we've been friends for a lot of years. We've been friends for a long time. But anywho, everybody crocheting and knitting. Wendy, Joe, you still knitting? Cynthia's working on her knitting. Okay, Suze. Well, thank you for coming in, hon. I know my lives are always, impromptu, but that's just me. I'm kind of like on the fly, seat of my pants kind of girl. He courted you for 3 months, Cynthia? Ours was um ours was probably 11 years. Yeah, my husband and I were friends for 11 years.
Wow.
Before we started dating. Yeah, we were friends for 11, and I think that's why we get along so well. Everybody wants me to write our story down, being truck drivers and stuff. When I first met my husband was 1991, and I was broke down the side of the road in my truck, and I was working on my truck. I had the hood up, and I'm working on the engine of my truck, and he stopped by to see if I needed help. Now, a lot of people, I'm very independent, very self-sufficient, and I was raised that I don't need a man to take care of me or help me. So he stopped by to see if he could help me. And I basically said, thank you, no, have a good day, and sent him on his way. So he's telling everybody this story after we started dating. He said she didn't even offer to buy me a cup of coffee. But, all the years later we started dating. But that's how we met.
We met through
Yeah, Cynthia, that's a dating service. We lived in the same town and didn't even know it. He lived on 5 miles down the road from me. I didn't even know it. But again, sometimes things just aren't ready. And I think we met late in life, married late in life. We appreciate what we have because we were both married before several times.
Yeah, I'm Dean's third, and he's my first.
Oh, Wendy Joe, you're starting a business page? Well, keep me posted. I thought about doing that, but I have no idea how to even do it. I have no idea how to even do it. I have my co-founder.
Something came up yesterday, I think it was, or today on Facebook about that.
Huh? I have my Ko-Fi page. And, I just have my Ko-Fi page. Oops. There we go. I do my Ko-Fi page. I really don't even advertise it. Tori, what's echo? Am I echoing? Because I have my mic set to the settings so I don't echo. My little snowball here.
I don't hear an echo.
My little snowball. I'm trying to get to use this. I want to do my tutorial using this. That's why I have it sitting here. Now that I'm kind of getting my head back screwed on a little bit straight again. Well, Wendy Joe, let me know. Yeah, that's something. Yeah, everybody keeps telling me to do something like that because I have totes stacking up with finished objects. I just keep crocheting and knitting. I just crochet and knit. I put them in a tote. I mean, I have some stuff up. I'm still trying to figure out how to price out that owl shawl. That shawl that I knitted, crocheted, that owl. I have no idea what to put that one at. Everybody says my stuff's too. Well, they say I priced everything too low, but you price it at what the market will bear or what somebody's willing to pay for it, right? So I try to be fair. I mean, I try to cover my expense, and make a couple dollars. Courtney bought that sweater for her mom, and she loved it. She loved that sweater that I made. So I was happy about that. Yep, it's that one I knitted.
There's a lady on TikTok who's a crocheter. She does a lot of hats. And she was talking about people pricing their goods. and saying like she makes a hat and it's not a cheap little hat or whatever. Like I think $40 or something like that she would charge for a hat. And then there's a lady who charges $10, and she was really angry at this woman who's charging only $10 a hat, because that's diminishing what other hats would be worth.
Yeah. When I'm like here, just privately, when I had a table down at Canada Day, Wendy Joe, definitely let me know when you get that up, because these here, I would like to get for my giveaways. I have a lot of people that like those. I like to get some of those for my giveaways, and I like supporting the small businesses. When I had a table down at the Canada Day, before all this Rona stuff started. We used to have a table down there. I had a table a couple of years. The one thing I couldn't keep in stock at my store was my scrubbies and my dishcloths. My hands used to be cut and bleeding from the cotton. I made so many. I couldn't keep them in stock. I had a lady from the States that mailed me money up every 6 months to make her more dishcloths. I couldn't keep them in stock. And I sold them $5 for a dishcloth. One dishcloth. $5. My scrubbies were 2 for $5. And I couldn't keep them in stock. But at the Canada Day table, the pattern holders, Wendy Joe, they are awesome. I have 2. You sent me 2 of them, and I love them. And I've had a lot of people ask me where I got them, and I've told them where I got them. So just do it, and I can put your link in my description box and on the Facebook page. I would sell my hats for like $10, $15, but depending, if it was just a plain knitted beanie, like just a plain toque, $10, just a plain toque. But if it was something like the Divine hat, a cabled hat, that was $25 because it was a lot more work.
Yeah.
If it was just a plain simple hat.
Something with a pattern in it is a lot different than just
exactly.
A hat.
I mean, something like this, it's just a plain Ross hat. Now, this one, I'd sell this for $15 because it's a patterned yarn. Yeah. I'd sell it for $15. And I'll tell you, that Nordica is some soft. But I learned my shawls. I sold 3 shawls, $25 a piece. I learned a lesson.
I would say.
My mermaid tail blankets, I did a custom order for 2 mermaid tail blankets, $30 for 2 mermaid tail blankets. I didn't do that again.
What do you mean by mermaid?
No, that's fine when you go do that. Huh?
What do you mean by that? Is it one that you put your feet in?
Crawl into. Yep.
Okay. I did one. I guess it'd be like that Seta did. But she didn't call it that. She just called it a sleep sack. I made like a bright orange one for my granddaughter.
Nope. It was one of the few custom orders I did. I did 2 of them. And I got the Mary Maxim. They're like the big tent balls, like 2,000-yard balls.
Okay. Yeah.
And I used over 2,000 yards each blanket because I held it double. And I did 2 of them. And I charged $30 for 2 blankets. For 2 of them.
Yeah, see,
$15 a piece.
I used blanket yarn.
Oh, okay, Tori. Okay. As I say, my mic, I have my mic turned. My mic is set to, it cancels out the echo. Let me double check it. Hold on. Camera mic settings. Audio. Yeah, I got echo cancellation on my mic. Okay, I see. Okay. Is my mic too loud? Because I can turn the volume down on my mic.
Yeah, mine's good
Audio.
through my iPad.
I don't use the mic on my webcam. I use my external mic here. Let's see here. Okay, we got Mexico. Okay, we got that going. All right, and show advanced options. Standard. Let's see if that makes a difference. No, that don't make a difference. Don't mind me. I'm just checking out settings here. Okay. Courtney, hi. Were your ears burning? I was talking about you earlier. Was your ears burning? That's Courtney from Fiberfox. She must be at work. I think she's at work this time of day. Yeah, she's down where it's warm at in Florida, where I used to live.
Oh.
I used to live in West Palm Beach. Miss Courtney, are you at work? Oh, did she? Yeah, surprise, Courtney. Yeah, my lives are always just spur of the moment. I'm still working on. I got a brand new webcam, but my YouTube videos are not good quality, so I've got to, I've got to work on the settings some more. It's better than it was, but I've got to work on the settings.
Maybe when you get the
new you're home working today. Oh, yeah, the new internet will help a lot when we come into the 21st century, like everybody else. No, we were talking about a little bit ago, Courtney. We were talking about mosaic crochet, and I was saying how I got your butterfly pattern to make a blanket. Yeah, well, we up on the island, we have satellite internet, but it stinks. It's supposed to be high speed, and it's not. Are you working on a new butterfly? Oh, come on, girl, you're killing me. Put them into a book. Put them into a book, please. Put them into a book, an ebook. This new, I'm waiting on my Starlink. Thank you, Elon Musk. He's bringing rural Canada good internet.
You know, he is part Canadian. He has citizenship here. 3 countries.
Oh, does he?
He's citizen of 3 countries. Yeah.
Cool.
The U.S., Canada, and I think it's Africa. Yeah, he's from South Africa, I think. I'm not sure.
Okay, Tori, what do you sell for $65? I'm trying to catch up here on chat. Hold on. Let me check up on chat here. Damn plate. Okay, his homestead. Yeah, so that they, Courtney was saying, they got the new Starlink. Yeah, a couple of the people on the island got it, and they're just waiting to get theirs hooked up, and I'm just waiting for mine. I put my deposit down back in February, so I'm just waiting for mine.
There are some provinces that
Tori, what are you going to...
not at yet.
Yeah, no, there's someplace. You sell yours for 65, Tori? She uses the blanket yarns. See, I'm not a big fan of blanket yarn. I don't like the feel of it in my hand. I have I sent some chenille to somebody. I sent some of the chenille. I had a bunch of gray chenille yarn I sent to somebody. I mean, there was a lot of it. It was gray, like a platinum gray chenille yarn I sent. I sent it to somebody in their box. They got a whole bunch of it.
That's what I used for, I don't know if you remember my sister's blanket that I made.
Yeah.
It's a blanket yarn.
No. Yeah, no. I just don't like the feel of it in my hand. So, and most of the blankets that I'm making are all acrylic, but it's all soft acrylic. Even the Red Heart, the red is, some of the red skeins were softer than other skeins. It was weird. Not you. Okay. I lost something here. Wendy Joe says, LOL, not me. Okay. That's not pointing. Okay, Wendy Joe, what are you talking about? Oh, blanket yarn? Is it blanket yarn, Wendy Joe? Hold on 1 second, folks. I gotta grab my phone real quick. Nobody important. Nobody need to. Oh, it wasn't you, Wendy Joe? No, it was somebody. Yeah, it was somebody. I have no idea. I sent so many boxes out last month. I got to stack my Monday's mail sitting here to go out. I got a box for Wendy Joe. I got Lisa. I got one going to a lady in the States. I got 3 packages so far going out. Who knows between now and then if I have any more going out. Oh, coughing too hard. All right, I'm gonna make sure I didn't miss anybody. I don't like missing anybody. So, Courtney, you are gonna put them into. You're gonna put your mosaic patterns into like a little ebook. That would be like so good. See? Mm-hmm. Butterfly Alley, mosaic charts. This one here. Because I'm combining that with the butterflies to make a blanket.
Oh.
But it would be easier if she put them into an ebook instead of having to scroll through all of them. If she put them into an ebook and organized it. Oh, awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, cool. Looking forward to it. Yeah, I think. Yeah, it's in my queue for blankets. I finished the Canadian flag blanket. I have Charlotte's World, and I have a Mary Maxim blanket. And then my daughter-in-law wants the peppermint swirl blanket. But see, the blankets I can work on as I'm doing other projects. Like I always have socks on the needles for knitting. Are you? You were right. It wasn't as hard. Once I started watching the tutorials, it wasn't as hard as, thank you, Courtney. It wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. It's just paying attention to the pattern and the stitch counts and tension. The first, I did a little block and I sent it to Courtney. I have to watch my tension. I have a tendency to pull pull my mosaic, and everything kind of scrunches up.
Oh, I've not tried mosaic yet.
Yeah, it's not bad. Courtney, yeah, I do that, and I can do a blanket or a hat. I have a hat here. I have a hat.
Oh, with the Canadian with the maple leaves.
Yes, I do. You know, I've got so many patterns all over the place here. I've got patterns floating all over the place. Yeah, I have one of a Canadian hat that I got. I think I showed it to you, Darlene. I just don't know what I did with it.
The one that Debbie did?
Yes. Debbie did one.
Yeah, with all the little maple leaves over it. Yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah, Courtney. Like I'm not any good at doing mosaic. If you make it simple now. No, actually, by Courtney pushing me outside my comfort zone on the mosaic, but also telling me to watch my tension. It is a lot of fun to do. I have a basket over here. I have practice swatches in. This is my mosaic basket. That was my very first mosaic swatch I did, and
that's good.
And that's my back. That's my back. But that's my first mosaic, and I'm just doing practice swatches to and then I started on my butterfly. Doing a lavender and white. Just practicing. You know, I think a key with the mosaics that I'm learning is the tension. Just like when doing corner to corner, tension. Because I've actually ripped back on my corner to corner when I was going like in the next row. I'm working on it, Courtney. Like you told me, I'm watching my tension. That's been one of my biggest problems, whether it was knitting or crocheting, is tension's a big thing. And people say, you know, I don't do gauge swatches. If I'm doing a sweater or a wearable, I gauge swatch. I have learned to gauge swatch. Yeah, I don't do it for hats or cowls or something like that. But sweaters, I gauge swatch. You got to. Because when I was doing that, what the heck sweater was that called? The Silver Bell sweater. I was making an extra large. I'm trying to gear most of my patterns for women that are extra large, like me or bigger. Like I'm trying to that I have available for sale because they get forgotten about. So I cast on and did the first 4 inches of ribbing. I did do it around the first time, and I had to rip it out because I put around my hips. Holy Jesus, my tension was so loose. It was like huge. So I ripped it out, and then that's when I redid it, and I forgot to do it in the round and was doing a flat. Don't quite work that way.
No.
But, you know, so, because I want to get these rest of my sweaters up on my website, or my website, yeah, my website, my store, get the rest of my sweaters and stuff up before Christmas. But, I never thought about Wendy Joe about a Facebook business page. I got to look into it and see what it is, but I won't do Etsy. I can't. I mean, you too, Wendy Joe, sweetheart. Keep me posted on your Facebook page. Keep me posted. Then come to you if I decide to do it and get all the bugs worked out.
Hope you have a great rest of your day.
Oh, you'll get something done. You know what, Courtney? I just have to learn. It's taking the time. With Ko-Fi, there's no charge for the shop. The charge comes on the PayPal side. They charge you a little percentage. But Ko-Fi has a way where you can use it on Instagram and Facebook. I just haven't sat down to figure out how to integrate that into Facebook and into Instagram. There is a way you can do it. I just have to sit down and figure it out. I'm not tech challenged, but I'm also not tech super smart. It just takes me a while to figure it out. But I'll figure it out. I'll get it figured out. But also too, like, you girls know me. I don't push, subscribe and click the like button. It is what it is. The people that come here to my channel, watch the channel, they enjoy the content, and that's all I care about. That's all I care about. If the people come and like what they see, I'm happy. Because I told my husband, because he was asking me about, he came in one day, I was watching Crystal on her family channel.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Courtney, if you go on to Ko-Fi, you can set up the page. It don't cost you nothing. And there's all kind of information on there that you can do that. You can integrate them into different places. There's supposed to be a way that I can integrate if I had a website. You actually literally integrate my lives could be right on my webpage with Ko-Fi. So, I mean, there's a lot that can be done with it. And there's another one now, too, that I'm looking into. It's actually called buymeacoffee.com. I like the idea that if somebody likes what I do and they want to send something to help with shipping for the giveaways, that's great. If not, I don't care. I will say there are 2 channels that I am, quote, a member of. There are 2 channels that I support that way. One is Canadian and one is from overseas. There are only 2, but they cost me $6 a month for the 2 of them combined. But I do that because they're 2 channels I believe in, and they're small channels. I believe in those 2 channels. I like their content. But it's the only 2 I support. A lot of these other channels, it's always about the money. I unsubscribe from them. I come to somebody's channel because I like their content. They make me laugh. I learn something from their channel. And like I told you, ladies, once this here goes to, we end the stream, this is put to private. So while we're live, it's live. But once the live ends, it goes to private. So it's not replayed. So, this is private. I like to have my lives because I like interacting with you ladies. Yeah. Well, I mean, I have like 617 subscribers. But 617 people. Of those, I say I have 100 that are regulars. They come all the time. There's about 100 that come regularly that I see regular. And of those, maybe 30 that I always get comments from and I have interaction with. So, and I have the Facebook group. I'm so happy the Facebook group. I mean, do you realize, Darlene, how much the Facebook group has grown in this past year? It has doubled in size. The Facebook group.
Yeah.
Has doubled in size. And I try to stay active on the Facebook page and, do my YouTube. I was just looking to see the last video I put up. It's only been a week. I thought it'd been longer, but no, I put a video up a week ago. But no, I liked and I like promoting the I just found another channel that I haven't done a shout out video for a while, but I just found a couple channels that are small channels just starting out that cracked me up. One is, okay, I'm going to screw this up. Mrs. Hootie Hooten. Mrs. Hootie Hooten? Mrs. Hootie Hooten? I think it's it. She loves owls. Loves owls. Lots of owls. But she's funny. She's funny. Yes, Courtney. I try to comment if I'm on my phone. I suck at sitting there on my phone. I'm quicker on the computer. I do 95 words a minute on the computer. I can type really fast. On the phone, I got these big paws. See my hands? I got man hands. Okay, Courtney Subs, have you been to her, Darlene? Mrs. Hootie Hooten? She's funny.
No, I've never heard of her.
Oh, she is funny. Mrs. Hootie Hooten. She's funny.
Mrs.
Hootie Hooten. Just like the owl. Hootie Hooten. And she's a new channel. She's been given some of the bigger channels shouted her out, and she has got a few more subscribers. I think she's like 300 now. Hey, Courtney, I'll tell you what. We that's growing up on a baling hay on a farm, mucking stalls, driving a truck for 30 years, working on cars. But I can still do the delicate work of knitting and crocheting. I want to know who is going to come up here next summer for a retreat and go swimming and knit and crochet and have lobster and scallops.
Scallop sounds delicious, though swimming, not so much. But coming there.
Okay, you can see. Yes. We need to have a retreat next summer. Because I'm hoping everything's back to normal by next summer. Please. Please.
Are there
I'm gonna grab something.
A motel there or something close by?
Right across from me.
Oh.
Okay, why can't you, Courtney? You guys gotta get a passport. I didn't say
they're open now, aren't they? Or they're going to be open?
Coming into Canada, the border's been open. Going from Canada to the States, it just opened up if you have both your vaccines of the same kind. You do it, and let me tell you something. Then we can hop, and right here off the island, we can hop a 20-minute ferry ride to the next island over, Campobello, and we can go see Theodore Roosevelt has a big, huge house there, and then you catch another ferry to the other island, Graham and Ann. I haven't been there yet. I haven't even been there yet, and I've been here 6 years. But no, we had a lot of fun. And next summer? Oh, my girlfriend Kathy's booking us into the Algonquin for the Knit Fest next year. It's like a once-in-a-lifetime thing she figures we'll be able to do. And here's the other thing.
Oh.
Excuse me.
Need a drink of water.
If it's after July 9th, my friend Kathy will take us out on her lobster boat, and we can go out whale watching. She
Oh,
would
that would be
gladly take us
fun.
out on her. Yep, she would gladly take us out on her boat whale watching. I'm gonna grab something to drink. My throat's dry.
Mm. Trying to find that channel. Yeah, that would be
I got a little
nice.
tickle. I
To
got a
actually
little
meet
tickle.
people face to face.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, by next year my downstairs will be finished. It should be finished, and our family room. I mean, I'll have a guest bedroom downstairs. Plus, the whole place will be set up with all kind of furniture. I mean, it'll be it's a finished basement now. It has heat and air conditioning and everything. But we're setting up a full man cave, family room, guest bedroom, my office and everything. All the flooring and stuff sitting down there. We just got to get to it. So depending on how many people I get come up, I also can just have people stay here. Like say I get a half a dozen girls want to come up, everybody can just stay here. We'll just have like a big slumber party. Big slumber party. You know, and I mean, those that want to swim, go right out in the deck and go swimming.
I could put my feet in the pool.
Yeah, you put your feet in the pool. And then, you know, whale watching, of course, knitting and crocheting. But like, I have one local yarn shop around me, and that's Cricket Cove. But Cricket Cove has, they have some nice yarns there that are local as well as, you know, other fancy yarns and stuff. But, I'm country. I'm a country girl. Always been, always will be.
Nothing wrong with that.
That's where we get, Frenchie, you live in Moncton. Tori, where do you live at? Yeah, there's a Cricket Cove in Moncton too. I hear that one's better than the one in St. John's better than one we have here. One we have here is small. But that's the only LYS we have around me. I mean, seriously, folks, you float. Courtney said she floats. That's okay. Hey, the pool is 27 foot across, 54 feet around. It's a big pool. Plenty of room. I got floaties. I got a pizza floaty.
Well, like a piece of pizza.
It's a slice of pizza. It was the only floaty they had left. It was the end of the season. Yeah, French, I was saying where Tori, because Tori lives, she's Canadian too, but I'm trying to think what end Tori lives in. Because Tori's Canadian, Frenchie's Canadian, Darlene's from Nova Scotia. Frenchie's in Moncton.
Canadian.
No doubt. I got it here. God, tickle my throat. Well, that's something I need to work on, you know, because I really would like to have a retreat. There's the little motel that is, well, actually on the island we have the Deer Island Inn, which is a bed and breakfast, which is in a former ship captain's mansion. And the lady that owns it is on the Chamber of Commerce with me, Anka. Then we have the Lilac Inn, which is another former boat captain from way back in the 1800s mansion. That's now a bed and breakfast that looks out over the Bay of Fundy. Then we have the 45th parallel motel, which if you look up what the 45th parallel is, there's something significant to the 45th parallel. Which is they have a little restaurant there. Then we have Ocean View Takeout. That's Wade Lord. He owns a bunch of like tiny little cabin cottages, things that he has, those that he rents out. And then we have our campground, Deer Island Campground, which is like, I've done a video of the campground. It's like a gorgeous spot. It was donated to the people of Deer Island by this family that used to own it. So the people of Deer Island, we own the campground. We own Deer Island Point. It's like it was donated to the residents of Deer Island. And that's where the lighthouse is and all that. And where the big old sow, the whirlpool is. It's the largest whirlpool in the Western Hemisphere. Depending on what the tides are running, how good you see it.
I believe the 45th parallel is the middle between the equator and the North Pole. I believe. Yeah,
there's something directly like halfway between. Nobody important. But so that's something that, everybody could think about for next year. Got almost a whole year to think about to do, and something I can work on my end. And what's nice is the way I work between doing the accounting and my teaching for first aid and stuff like that, with the exception of the ferry, but that's just, part-time, casual. My work schedule is pretty flexible. A lot of my work I'll do from home for the accounting. As soon as I finish my schooling, I have doubled up my courses so I can finish up quicker and get that done. And I trimmed my bangs last night. Can you see the white coming in? I'm letting it go. I am not dyeing my hair. I'm letting her go. I'm embracing my gray and white. I'm embracing it. Yeah, I'm embracing it.
I need to get mine trimmed. It's like so thin at the ends from like losing the hair and like new stuff coming in. I need to get it chopped.
I just take mine out and mine is almost back down to my butt. It's almost back down to my butt. I had it cut. I had 6 inches or better cut off last year. Lethbridge, Alberta. Ooh. Well, thank you, Courtney. That's let's see. That's Anthony.
Yeah.
That's Donnie. That's all Warren. I burned them all. Them all. Yeah, well, this summer it bleached out. I just cut my bangs last night, which I missed a few, but it actually bleached my hair out this summer being in the pool so much. But thank you. Yeah, I'm just letting it go. Because my husband says, well, just go to the beauty shop. Nope, I ain't going to the beauty shop. This is it. This is what you see when you get up in the morning. Deal with it. And he's good with it. I like my hair long because it's easy to take care of. I braid it. Really, Courtney? I've been this since I was 22 years old. I've been gray since I was 22.
Yeah, I got a few, but
you're like Warren. You have very few gray hairs.
I call them spark.
I mean, the dye's coming out
sparkly.
You have sparklers. I'll trim mine this weekend because I got all the blonde from this summer, from the sun. Yeah. I'll trim it this summer. I'll trim it up myself. I just trim it up.
I actually bought myself a flat iron.
I have one of those. Very expensive one.
It's so frizzy. So I've been using that.
The problem is with flat iron. Like my hair still for my age is still pretty thick. My hair used to be really thick. It's still thick. But the flat iron makes your hair feel so thin. My hair is naturally straight. It's naturally straight.
Yeah, mine too. Like mine's a bit dirty. I need to take a shower.
Now, see, all these girls today are paying a small fortune to have, even today, they're still doing it. They're getting that ashy gray hair coloring done. Courtney, you don't use your flat iron to seal bags. Oh my God, this is. I have to tell a story out of school, Courtney. I got to tell the girls. When I sent Courtney her package, I put a little note in it that, Courtney, this is wool. It doesn't go in the washing machine. Because she used to have the video she did. Hi, Diana. Welcome, dear. Welcome. She used to have the videos where she would test out yarns in the washing machine because Courtney doesn't like to hand wash anything. So she would test out different yarns in the wash, and then she'd bring us and show us how it came out. Yeah, you remember, Courtney, the videos you used to do on that? Some of the ones that you washed in the washing machine that, well, shouldn't have been washed in the washing machine.
Like wool.
And yeah, well, Courtney has a laugh that I keep telling Courtney I missed her Tales from the Truck because her laugh is very infectious. It's very infectious. And she'd start to giggling because she's trying to get out what she did, but she's giggling too hard. Yeah, she ruined the yarn. Exactly. She ruined the yarn. But lesson learned, she knows you can't wash this in the washing machine and put it in the dryer. That's what Courtney would do. And so when I saw her come out with that she's bringing Tales from the Truck back, that I was excited. Don't get me wrong. I love her. I love the mosaic, her tutorials. They're great. But I missed the Tales from the Truck because I would tune in to watch those because I was guaranteed to laugh. She would make you laugh because she would start giggling and you couldn't help but giggle. And that's what I tune into videos for, is to laugh.
Yeah.
Short. Courtney, I got short arms. For being 5'7", I've got very short arms. When I buy a shirt to fit my height, I got a short upper body and short arms. I am all legs, as my husband says. I am all legs. I got a 32-inch inseam.
5 feet.
Now you're vertically challenged. Oh, good, Courtney, good. She's doing one of her Tales from the Truck. I'm glad you brought those back, Courtney. She's like a T-Rex. T-Rex? But see, this is what I like about my lives. They're fun. You ladies can take me and make me. Now, Darlene and I have frequent video chats. And in fact, sometimes they'll go for several hours. They'll go for several hours.
That one time, what was it, almost 2 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, it was almost 2 o'clock in the morning. Her husband went to bed, my husband went to bed, and her and I were still on the phone. It was after one of our Zoom chats, which I'm behind on, and it's sitting over there looking me in the face, and it's like, oh, I've got to get busy in that topsy-turvy. Oh, stop, Courtney. Listen. Wait till you hit 60, okay? Something happens. It started when I turned 50, and then I hit 60. And I said, damn, gravity does exist because everything begins to slide. Okay? Everything slides towards the South Pole.
It's like
everything. Everything. Well, the only thing I can say is my girls. My girls are where they were at when I was 18, courtesy of my surgeon when I had my breast reduction done. That's the only thing that stayed where they were at. But I had surgery for that.
Oh, I knew a lady who
no.
She wasn't that much older than me. Like when I was back in my 20s, she might have been in her 30s, but she was extremely saggy, and that was a joke going around. Like she'd lift up the bottom of her top and say, "Want to see my boobies?"
That's why I still have more on flash.
No joke she did. Yeah.
Courtney, I had my breast reduction because I had chronic migraines. 5 out of 7 days of the week, I had chronic migraines. I was huge. When they did mine, I had 3 pounds each side taken out. I was huge.
Oh my goodness.
But my husband came into the bedroom one day and he said to me, "Honey, when did you grow nipples, a belly button between your nipples?" That's what my husband said to me. Yes, a lovely husband that he was. But that's, and we laugh about
it. I take
it. Yeah. Well, listen, I'll show you. Okay. I'm secure in who I am, ladies. I'm going to teach you a little song. And anytime anybody gets you going, okay. I'm a little teapot, short and round. Here is my flubbis. Here is my mound. When you tip me over, watch me bounce. I'm more fun by the ounce. That's my song, and I do that all the time. That's my little teapot song. I'll be on the back porch singing that, and my husband will just say to me, "Honey, you're not right." I says, "But I'm me."
Yeah.
This is who I am.
Yeah, you gotta like.
I am who I am.
Yeah, gotta love yourself.
Can't change who I am. This is. See, you guys learned a new song today. So you go to your husband and you say, "I got a song for you, honey." I do that all.
Just taught me a new song.
Yes. It's a revision of our childhood favorite, "I'm a Little Teapot."
Yeah. But see, the thing is, I am short and stout.
You know, I was short until sophomore high school. I was barely 5'2", and then I shot to 5'7", and I never grew again. I'm very lucky. I'm still close to 5'7". I haven't shrunk really hardly at all. Whereas my sisters, who are younger, one's lost almost 3 inches.
Wow. I stopped growing.
Yeah. See, I don't know. I don't know. In the chat here, a few ladies thought, "Not Courtney, you're vertically." Courtney keeps saying she's a T-Rex. Vertically challenged. I'm 5'7", and in my bare feet, I'm 5'7". Courtney, you want us to start calling you T-Rex? Hey, Darlene, you're good at the amigurumi. You need to make a T-Rex and put long hair on it and eyelashes. I'll send you the eyelashes. Yeah. Darlene's really good at amigurumi. Oh my heavens. You ladies crack me up. But I get to go today and I get to distribute all of these. And bring Bella home.
Yeah.
Bella's coming home today. But how are you, Courtney? Well, I'm glad you are too. Now, see, you get to be my age. If you laugh too hard, you leave a piddle. Yeah. Or a puddle, depending. I'm very lucky. I still got good bladder control. I still have good bladder control. Except when I sneeze.
Or laugh too hard.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I'm 60. We're still trying to figure out what 60 is supposed to feel like. But I feel better now than I did when I was 40. I do. I think, don't get me wrong, the bones tell you every once in a while your age. But I think part of it is because a lot of the stress and stuff is gone. Courtney. Well, Courtney, honey, you know they make those pretty panties now. I saw them advertising them on TV. They make these really pretty panties. I won't say who in my household gets them. It's not me. But they're pee-proof. And that's what they say. PEE-proof. Pee-proof.
Well, it's like, okay, you get your ovaries out and all this stuff, thinking that you don't have that monthly thing anymore. But then you have to start wearing pads again because you have a little sneeze.
Yeah. Courtney, I am old enough to be your mother because my son turns 41 the 18th of this month. So I am old enough to be your mother.
My daughter turns 40 Tuesday.
Hold on. Hi, honey.
Hi, honey.
The girls say hi. Hi, honey. He must be by Goats Point.
Oh, in and out.
In and out. Yeah, he's on Goats Point. He's probably wanting to know when I'm going to catch the ferry because when I get to the other side, I have to get him his Timmy's. I told him I'm going to enroll him in Timmy's Anonymous because he's an addict. My husband has to have his Tim Hortons coffee. He's an addict.
I have like they have the roll up and win right now. I have like, I think 9 free coffees and 6 donuts. But you can't use those coupons until after it's over.
Nope. Yep. They've made it to the point where it's no fun. It's no fun anymore. It's no fun anymore.
Well, no. I'm getting like
and
coupons
besides,
for like, what is it, Sugar Skull or whatever it is. They're for electronic stuff.
And everything's like electronic.
Yeah, a 3-month subscription for some kind of athletic place. It's like, okay, it's important. Do you think I really might go there?
Yeah, no, it's just a pain in the butt. They made it harder to use your Timmy's card. You know, I think I'll take this on the ferry with me today to knit.
Yeah, I have it on my phone.
Half the time I forget to bring my phone.
Oh no, I don't.
Half the time I forget to bring my phone. Oh, not me. If I can get away without bringing my phone someplace, I do.
Oh no, because I pay for things. Like I use my phone. Like there's the wallet on the phone, and that's how I pay for a lot of stuff. So you don't have to touch those Ike machines.
No, I don't put that on my phone. Oh, nope, I don't put that phone. But I'm just getting my stuff ready because I'm just looking at the time. Bella should be ready to come home soon, and yeah, here's that print, that pattern you can print up to get with Nordica.
Okay.
It's for that yarn. Yeah, Courtney. It's I got it off of the yarn. I went to the website.
Oh.
That's how the yarn actually patterns up, just like that. That's at Nordica. So I printed it up, and it's also a basic pullover sweater pattern. Hey, baby. I know my husband will say, "What are you doing?" He'll say, you knitting? I'll say, no, I'm a hooker.
Oh,
Courtney, that comes from this Nordica yarn from Premier. It actually knits up that way, or knits up that way. You can't crochet it up. You have to knit it up for it to come out that way. So I'm probably going to try to make one. I have it. I got that from a Aberdeen wool because I can't afford to buy it from Premier down in the States. The shipping's too much.
even when they have sales.
But my husband will say, yeah, are you knitting? I'll say, no, I'm hooking. Well, I said that at poker one night. We were playing poker. And one of the guys said, great, I'm playing poker with a woman that's sitting there knitting and she's beating me. I'm going to be in therapy for the rest of my life. I said, first off, I'm a hooker. I'm not knitting. I'm a hooker. He looked at me. I said, this is a crochet hook. This is a knitting needle. Get it straight. I leave, come back in. He's using my knitting needle, my DPN, to stab watermelon to eat it. Using my DPN. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Using my DPN.
That's like, okay, when I was trying to get the needle up through here, like I was using my regular needles to go up through here to get this wool through, these lines. And Dean said, well, why don't you use those really long things that you got? I said, what, you mean like this? Like for my my Tunisian hooks? He goes, yeah. I said, no, because then you'd be pulling all the stuffing through. So it's like, yeah.
I'm telling you.
Why do you have to go and buy something else?
You have to laugh because you have to laugh because people don't realize there is a difference between hooking and stitching. There's a difference. Yeah. Knitting, crocheting. They're two different skills. Yes, I mean, I have to laugh. And to my husband, it doesn't matter if it's acrylic, silk, wool, linen, cotton. It's all wool. Honey, go buy yourself some wool. Honey, I don't need to buy any wool. It's summertime. It's all wool. I told him, don't ever buy me yarn. So he just gets me a gift certificate to the LYS. That's what he did last Christmas. Got me a gift certificate for our anniversary, and then he bought me my Tiago needles. You too, Brenda. Those. Thank you for coming, dear. Thank you for coming.
Oh,
so glad you came.
Have a wonderful day yourself. Yeah.
I hope everybody's been having a good time this morning. I know I have. I've been having a good time. I've been having fun this morning.
Yeah.
Oh, and I have been using this ergonomic needle. I'm using it on my crochet. This is a crochet along that Lisa from Lady Bird Love has. I started mine. It's a blanket.
Bright color.
But I've been using it. I'll tell you what, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Not bad. I went to Courtney gets these needles, hooks. I was watching one of her, I think she was showing her crochet hooks. And anyway, she was showing all these hooks she uses, and you can see them when she's using them. And I'm thinking, wow, for somebody with arthritis, they'd be like really good because, you don't have to squeeze. It's just, I don't know. It's just the way your hand would sit over the hook. So I went to the Etsy shop where she gets them. They're gorgeous. I just can't afford them. When I do the Canadian exchange and the shipping, they're more expensive than Furls, Odysseys. But they're beautiful hooks. I have to say that they are gorgeous. But doing the exchange rate and then the shipping to Canada, they're expensive. But they're beautiful. It's like I haven't seen her in a while put out a video, but Holly from the Proper Pineapple used to get hooks from that were like $100 a hook.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Courtney. But for us up here, if you do the exchange rate on the hooks, it really gets expensive for us. I did look at the hooks; they're gorgeous, and I think for somebody with arthritis in their hands, I have arthritis, but but they are gorgeous. I mean, they're nice to look at. So I have my clovers, and like I said, I just
Yeah.
tried these Susan Bates. What's nice about these Susan Bates though is if you hold it, I was holding it back here, and it's not bad. When I was doing it, it's not bad at all. It's a real smooth here, and you got the long shaft, but it's an inline hook, and I've never tried inline hooks before. My Tunisian are inline, but I mean, like I said, I only got them to do a review on them. I'd never tried Susan Bates. It's not a bad hook. Not a bad hook.
Yeah, I love my clovers.
Yeah, yeah, my clovers. But I see some of these ladies. Oh my gosh, I don't know how they can. Oh my god, I understand spending money on your tools. Like Courtney said, she on her crochet hooks, but she has the one she has, but she also has other crochet hooks. But I'm watching these ladies spend all these money on these furl hooks. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm going to spend $170 on my knitting needles, my interchangeable set, but that's a one-time cost. But I see some of these ladies that have 10, 15, 20 furls hooks.
And they don't come in a set. So it's
No,
individual.
they don't come in sets. Can you imagine what those and the Odysseys too? I mean, some of those Odysseys are $60 US.
And
some of them are more.
like,
There was one that was almost $100.
and it's like you either hold, like I hold it usually like a pencil. Like I usually hold mine like a pencil. But sometimes,
yeah. See, I'm a knife holder.
This is tight. Yeah, but see, it's good to have your thumb like in that flat part there.
Yeah.
But
yeah, Courtney, you're right. They collect them, and some of them say they're afraid to use them. I use all my hooks. I use all of my needles. I don't have anything that I don't not use. I'm not just like my yarn. I started using all my yarn. I'm not just going to sit there and look at it. I'm using it. So I haven't bought any more yarn. I'm using my yarn up.
And they're all wood, aren't they, or plastic? So
no,
what happens if they break?
The Odysseys are supposedly. I have two on. Yeah. Now see, Courtney has two Odysseys. They're a really heavy hook, and she said she can't use hers because of her carpal tunnel.
Yeah.
Maybe Courtney can tell us. Courtney, if your furls hook breaks, do they have a lifetime replacement? I thought I heard somebody say they have a lifetime replacement.
And see, sometimes mine, like my finger is like, you can see it like.
Yeah, it clicks. Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully that will stop in a couple of days. Yeah, because it always seemed like
I'm going to put this here if anybody wants to come up.
The neck of the furls, they seem to be so thin. Only a 90-day? So if you have it for more than 3 months and then they break, you're out of luck. That's a shame. I know you can get some beautiful looking ones though.
Okay, sorry. My coffee was going through me.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to run to the
That
little
happens.
room. I
It's
didn't want to have a
nature.
puddle. Yeah. Oh, it's only 90 days?
And they're made out of resin.
Oh, Tori, I'm so glad you guys come, hon. I'm glad I found your channel, Tori. I kept thinking you were Polly, and I looked and said, oh no, her name is Tori. I have looked, I don't know how many times I have gone when Furls was running a special, and I put it in my basket. No, don't buy, and I go off. I have more baskets with stuff in it. Yarn, hooks, needles. I haven't bought nothing. I'm just window shopping. I've been really, really, really good not buying nothing.
Yeah, when I'm doing amigurumi,
Yeah,
I switch back and forth between pencil and knife holding.
I even do it like this sometimes. I actually will crochet like this, like this, like this, and like this. So I actually change the angle of my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Like this, like this, like this, like this, and actually almost up and down. Just sometimes you have to change the angle of your hand. It's like my knitting, switching over to. I have tried to crochet with my left hand. Okay, so tension, forget it. And it looks like something a kindergarten. It's hard for me to coordinate it. It really is hard for me to coordinate it. And it's like a lot of these people, like I was talking about in one of my videos, when people have the right hand and left hand tutorials, 9 out of 10 of those is they're just mirror flipping it. That's all it is. And I'll tell you how you find out. Look for one that they have rings on, and you'll see the ring that's normally on their left hand. Look at their right hand video, then go see their left hand video, and you're going to see that ring on their left hand. I can go into my settings and flip my settings, and it'll flip I could literally put up left hand tutorials.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do it.
Coca does that.
But I just put a lot of them do it. There are a few that are true left hand tutorials. They're true left-handers. Very few true left-handers. But the majority of the left-handed tutorials are done by mirror flipping their videos, and that's done in your settings.
Yeah.
And something that they need to let people know that I notice, I haven't seen any of them say this yet, of the ones I've watched. When somebody is crocheting left-handed and they are reading, and they're reading a pattern, that they've got to read their pattern. Instead of reading the pattern from left to right, they've got to read their pattern right to left if they're left-handed, because they're working this way. So they've got to read their pattern left to right. She said that they mirror flip their tutorials, Tori. Yeah, that's I discovered that last year when I did one of my first tutorials I did, and it was totally by accident. But then I remember somebody saying that that's how they did their tutorials. They just did a mirror image. And if you go into your settings, that's where it's done, on your video, on your editing software. Because that's how I found I was able to put the text in mine finally. Like I said, I'm a little bit at a time. I'm learning how to use my editing software.
Mm-hmm. Hi, honey.
Hi, honey. I was sitting here talking with the girls. They said before, they all said, hello, honey. Yes. Yes. I'm just waiting for Dr. Egan to call so I can go pick Bella up. And then as soon as that, and then I'll get you your fix. I was telling them all how you're addicted to Timmy's. Well, right now I've got Alberta in here. I've got Moncton. I've got Nova Scotia. Then I've got Florida. I've got them from all over the place. All right, hon. I love you. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
North America.
He calls me. Yep. Hey, we've got all of North America represented. All corners. He always calls me on the ferry. Well, Courtney, that's a question I have to ask. If you're left-handed and you're doing mosaic, does it make a difference which end you start at? Or is it because you're working across and then you come back and you work across that way? So it's only one, if you're left-handed, it's the same thing? Yeah, look at the chart.
The way you just described it almost sounds like Tunisian. Is there a bit of Tunisian in that?
No.
Oh, she said nope.
I don't want to show too much of this. It's a paid-for pattern. It's a paid-for pattern, so I'm just going to show it. See, that's how a mosaic chart is. That's different than a Tunisian chart.
Okay.
Because oh, so there's no difference. Okay. I was looking at the mosaic, her doing the mosaic. I'm thinking, boy, that is really pretty. But I couldn't figure out how to do it. I'm thinking, well, oh, that's all right, Barbara. I trucked through Kentucky many a time, honey. Many a time. The mosaic, I was trying to figure out how they got the colors to drop down and how they got the pattern. And when I saw the other side, I'm thinking, well, geez, where are the floats? Well, then when I was starting to watch her, yeah, there's no floats. And then it made sense how she showed how it was done by only going in the back loop only. And then coming down the next row, you come down and pick up that front loop. And that's where you're getting your pattern from.
Okay. Because, yeah, I'm looking at her page, seeing the different patterns she got there.
Yeah. Oh, she's got some gorgeous. My favorite right now is Butterfly Alley. That is my favorite pattern, the Butterfly Alley. Okay. Okay, so you got the Polly. What size wood furrow hooks do you have that you're saying that are bigger? I mean, you're talking like the KLM, or are you talking like I and J? Well, I mean, somebody gifted that. That's a nice gift. That's a nice present.
Yes.
See, those smaller wood hooks, because I used to have bamboo hooks. I gave my set of bamboo hooks to somebody. The real little ones, like B, C, D, and E, I was afraid I'd break them. The neck looks so skinny, I'd be afraid to break them. On the wooden hooks, they were just so thin.
Definitely wouldn't use them for amigurumi.
No. No. Mm-mm.
Oh, I see a picture there of Courtney.
The Butterfly Alley. Oh, well, yeah, she has a video.
She shows like the handmade hooks.
She has a video. If you get a chance, she shows all her hooks. I'll tell you what, the ones she gets from that shop in Etsy, they're gorgeous. They are gorgeous hooks. Don't get me wrong. They're gorgeous. But like she said, for us, it wouldn't be worth it because of the exchange rate. They're expensive.
Well, yeah, and
Yes.
aren't they just like somebody makes the handle part and then you just put like a Susan Bates or whatever hook in it?
Or Clover. Yeah, she had her choice between, correct me if I'm wrong, Courtney. She gave you a choice between Susan Bates, Clover, and Red Heart. The three choices she gave you, I think, that you could check get for your hooks. I think those are the three choices she gave you when I went to her website.
Yes, yarn.
Yeah. I like I said, I have been pretty good. You when I get through, when I can empty out, I have got to empty out. God, I've got to empty out this whole shelving unit and this one here. And I still got a closet full that I've got rid of some yarn. She gives you a choice of three. That's what I thought, Courtney. I thought it was Red Heart, Susan Bates, and Clover. She gives you for the choices. Inline, the regular hook, and then a Red Heart hook too. I think she gave you choice of. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, I mean they're gorgeous. They're. I went to her Etsy shop and I checked the Etsy shop out. They're gorgeous hooks, and I forget who it was. Okay, I just watched a video. Somebody treated themselves to a hook, all the way from the UK. I can't remember who it was. It was in a clear resin, and it had like tiny flowers and inside it. It was gorgeous. And she got it as a birthday present to herself or something like that. Yeah, like Nelson Wood does the full wood, and I love those. Nelson Wood, that's it. Those are the ones that Holly from the Proper Pineapple gets. Nelson Wood. That's where she gets hers from. And I think one of her hooks, she said, was over $100 for one hook. One hook. Yeah, one hook. Can you imagine if you broke that one hook and it was $100?
Yeah.
But apparently you send it back and he fixes it. I don't know how. What, glue? I just can't. Look, I just can't justify it. I mean, if I had, if you were like Ruby Stedman, Crystal, these people that have 300,000, 400, 500, 600, 700,000 subscribers and their channels are making a lot of money and you want to spend that kind of money on a hook, I can see. But for normal people like us average people, no.
Yeah.
And a lot of people might say to me, well, you're going to spend $168 on an interchangeable knitting needle set. Yes. But I'm selling my other set like I did my Wendy bought my option set. I sold those before I bought these. My husband said, just go buy the set. No, not until I sell this set. And that pays for over half of it. So, no. And I sold a sweater. That's paying for the other half.
You selling your melodies?
Yes, I'm going to sell my melodies. I know. Send yours back.
Why? Are they cracked? Send mine back so I can buy yours?
No, yeah, you could have bought mine. Mine would probably have been cheaper. Oh, okay.
Like
Not
87.
That's not bad. Hurry up, Courtney. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. She just said she hasn't broken any of hers yet. I said, knock on wood.
That's definitely a knock on wood. There, I did for you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said, let me see. Do we have a screen share on this? Yeah. Let me see something. Okay. I don't have my other monitor up. It works. Let me see something here. I'm trying to get some. Well, I'm still blurry on YouTube. I'm trying to see something here, ladies. I'm trying to see if I can. Oh, stop! Really? Really, 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 really. Okay. Share screen.
Yeah, Holly from the proper pineapple. She hasn't done anything for like 2 months.
Okay, can you guys see this?
It's just a okay. Yep.
Okay, these are Courtney. Are these some of the hooks that you have? Oh boy, I don't have it. Yep, I have my boy ergonomics. Okay, look, I learned something new today, girls. I learned how to share my screen. This is the Nelson Wood website right here. Let me see here. I'm trying to see. Okay. These are some of the hooks.
They are extremely pretty, but
yeah, that is the Nelson Wood website, nelsonwood.net. Let me see. Oh, really? Okay, let me see here. Oh, no, we don't need that one. Okay, this is his ready to ship. $85, $80. A gorgeous hook. Wow.
oh, yeah.
On sale. Let's see. Let me see if I can. Okay, this one here is the least expensive. This is $55. Box elder crochet hook made ready to ship.
100. Oh, that's newer.
Yeah, 78. Yeah, but see, like Courtney was saying, she says she checks. Now, you buy yours all on sale, Courtney? Oh, there were some for 30. Now, see, 33 for that kind of a hook, I'd pay $33 for one good hook like that for my hand. 33, yes, I'd pay that. But I can't pay $95. No. Well, I'll have to put his, I'll have to mark his, let me see. I'm gonna mark his, and I just marked him on my star thing there. But this is the Nelson Wood hooks that we were talking about. Okay, Diana said she's still using her Susan Bates. Not, let me see if I can get this back here. Okay, there we go. Diana, I was showing these. I just bought these Susan Bates. It's the first Susan Bates I've ever bought. It's their ergonomic, soft ergonomic hooks. I'm going to do a review on them. I just started trying them, and actually they're not bad.
Where did you get those from?
I have boy hooks. I got them at Michael's. I had a 50% off coupon. They had two. You could get IJK, and then they had the smaller one with HNAT, but I thought I'll get the bigger. Or maybe they had the bigger hooks, but I got the IJK, something that I use a lot of to try. Mm-hmm. If I didn't like them, then I could put them in a giveaway. Gift away. And I have a full set of boy hooks, and then I have this, the one from, you get off Amazon. I got that all the way up to, I think, N. I got it all the way from B to N in that one. Big bright colors. And I got this. And another one. Hi, Tori.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. We've got Far East. I'm in the middle, and we got the West. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna dare Courtney, but she won't come up here because she's shy. Courtney's shy.
You have a YouTube channel. How can you be shy?
She is. I'm telling you, nope, Courtney is shy. She is very shy. Believe it or not, she's shy.
I'm shy. I only come on because I know it's not going to go public after.
No, because I put private word. Yours is sharp, Diane. Mine are just as smooth as could be. Oh, are you talking about these ones here? These ones or the Susan Bate ones? Because mine came really smooth. I didn't have any problem with these. I mean, the whole set was like $13. Oh, she said her bandwidth. Yeah, your bandwidth. Just like my picture on, let's see how crappy it is. YouTube. Yeah, mine's like major crap. It's crapola.
So when I said I was making miniature levies, or miniature coats, capes, whatever, for stuffed animals, that I just kind of thought of the idea from Crystal from Bag of Day. This is actually what it is.
Oh.
Actually, this is a better one to show you.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, is that cute?
Just goes around a stuffy. Got a stuffy here.
I could make something like that for.
I feel your pain, Courtney. Bonnie. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Look how cute.
I have to make something
I
like
have
that
two.
for Bonnie.
I have two.
Because that's Bonnie. I'm going to make a little one like that for her.
Cute.
I bought these. They're still sitting in my thing there. I bought two of these TYs. I love the ones like this with the big eyes. I just love these. This one here is so soft, but
Well, I used to
think
do loveys around a hair tie.
Yeah.
And Z from our ZRJ3 thought of the idea. And I used to do that. And then I was sitting here one night because I had just finished making Crystal's cape, the Bag O' Day cape.
Mm-hmm.
The Easy V stitch cape. And I'm like sitting here thinking, well, I wonder if I could create one for a stuffed animal. So I got to work on creating it, and they're so much easier to do, and they work up really fast. And you just make a buttonhole so that you can sew on a button, and I love it. So I've been making those lately.
Oh, that's cute.
You need to write a pattern.
Yeah, I should. I don't know how to, but I should.
Look.
Really,
I have one.
It's really simple.
And
go ahead.
Write a conversational style.
How is that?
I got that. Okay. When I've only done one pattern, I've got two more that have been in the works. Jeannie from on what's on the hook crochet does hers conversational style, and what it is you and I are sitting here, and I am telling you step by step how to crochet it, and it's conversational style. The girls that tested for me, that's the one thing I asked them: was it easy to follow?
Yeah.
Was it easy to follow? And Darlene tested for me. Courtney tested for me, and they both said that they had no problem with the pattern. Because your testers are like invaluable to you. Your testers are like invaluable.
Yeah.
Absolutely invaluable. Yeah, they're invaluable to you. I mean, I'm testing a pattern right now that I am almost done with. It's a secret, but I'm almost done. I'm almost done. I'm coming down to the wire. But you should write a pattern up for it. I threw my first pattern up for free.
This is actually like the second or third thing that I've created. Before I even knew how to crochet, I actually created a corner to corner meets granny square shawl. Or not, corner to corner meets granny square. It's corner to corner meets granny square. So the back panel is the granny square, and then the two side panels are the corner to corner.
Oh.
And it looks like a butterfly. So
you need to write that up. Yeah, you need to write that up.
I never thought I would like crocheting so much. Because when I was younger, my stepmother, she gave me a set of crochet hooks, and she never showed me how to use them. She knew how to crochet, she knew how to knit, but she never showed me how to use them. And I left them in New Brunswick when I left. I didn't get into crocheting until 2018, 2 years after I quit smoking. My friend, she gave me a crochet hook. She gave me a whole bunch of yarn, and she said, figure it out. So he was telling me about corner to corner stitch. So I went on YouTube and I watched a couple of videos on it when they started talking about how to do it, double crochet and the chain 6 and all this stuff. I'm like, double crochet, like I'd never done a double crochet. Everything was slip stitch, right? My first, grab it here. So everything I made was slip stitch. This is a slip stitch bag.
Oh my. That would have taken a while.
But it's nice.
Yeah.
So everything I did was slip stitch, and then I did a mermaid tail blanket with an incomplete pattern and still managed to make it work. So I love creating.
Yeah, you have the knack.
But that's what we all do. It's when I got back in, I had a 30+ year hiatus from knitting and crocheting. I did it in nurses training, and then when I left nurses training, I crocheted a baby blanket for my son, and that was the last thing I did. And I picked up the hooks and needles again in 2018, and I haven't looked back since.
Well, I quit smoking in 2016,
and I'm self-taught.
I just got tired of doing my tablet at work all the time, so I wanted something different to do. And then, like I said, I started crocheting in 2018, and like you, I am self-taught. And if I don't know how to do something, I look it up. The
YouTube
virus shawl. Yeah, the virus shawl. I never knew how to do that. And I watched Craig's video, Fiber Spider.
Yep.
And I actually taught my friend Patsy, who lives in Ontario, how to do it from here.
Yep.
So I love the virus shawl. I can't stop making those either.
I like Granny Meets Virus more so than the virus shawl. I like the Granny Meets Virus.
I've never done that one yet.
Fiber Spider has a great tutorial. There is a pattern for it, but I'm getting better at reading patterns now. Actually, I'm learning. I'm trying to get more proficient at reading charts, both knitting and crocheting. And some of the works in progress I have are evil. They're evil. They're charts and they're evil. Very evil.
I only just started learning how to do the fillet chart.
Now, see, the fillet, I did a baby blanket a few months ago, and I thought that was piece of cake. I thought it was going to be a piece of cake, corner to corner. Once I finally heard it, mosaic. Until you try something, I had to keep telling myself, don't let myself be so intimidated by something. You know, and I shouldn't let myself be intimidated by anything. And one of the great things is YouTube. I have specific people to tutorials I can go to for my mosaic. I actually found one that helps in pattern chart reading. Tunisian. There are certain people that do tutorials. One of the best things that I'm having a blast at doing is with the girls that are doing the topsy-turvy tri-stitch along. I've been a little missing the action for a few weeks on it, but I'm getting back into it. I've got my blocks done. I just got to get my butt up there and get the tutorials done. But it's something we're just doing as we go. There's no timeline because it is something that we are all learning. Yeah, Suze, we're still here yakking away. I'm waiting for a phone call from the vet to go to the mainland to go pick up Bella Puppy. You know, it's just fun. We haven't had a Zoom in a while, but again, my internet. Starlink, where are you? Starlink, where are you? Actually, I'm going to check my Starlink. Oh, somebody messaged me. I know what he wants. He wants a case of beer.
Well, and see, that's what I say in my videos. Like, I tell people, don't quit. Like, keep trying, because eventually it'll like click in you that, okay, this is how it's done. And the outcome is absolutely phenomenal than the feeling of you getting a finished project, right? So I tell people, don't quit. If you like it, keep trying until you actually get it. And that's why I don't let my friend Patsy, that's why I don't let her quit. Like I keep getting at her and like keep trying. You'll get it. You'll get it. So I love encouraging people too.
Yeah.
I like helping people too. I'll tell you though, I'm trying not to be an enabler. I don't have to be an enabler for some people, because some people have husbands that are enablers when it comes to being violating their yarn diet. I'm not saying yarn ban anymore. I'm just saying yarn diet.
My husband, yeah.
We're not saying any names. We're not saying any names, are we?
Get it really cheap. If
No,
you
we're
can get
not
it
saying
really
any
cheap,
names.
he says, go ahead and buy it, is what he says. So that's how I ended up with the Walmart hauls. I got about $700 worth of yarn for about $100 from Walmart.
Nice.
Yeah.
And it's
Nice.
shoved pretty much anywhere and everywhere.
Oh.
Yeah, I keep all my yarn is contained to my craft room.
Mine is not.
No, because you have a lot of it.
And the other day, okay, after giving me the money and all that stuff, right, to get more, he's looking at me like, there's yarn there, there's yarn there, there's yarn there, there's yarn up there, there's yarn in there.
And you want more.
No, he enables her. He enables her.
Well,
Courtney,
my husband does
your
the
tiny
same.
house. No, Courtney lives in a tiny house, and I want to know where she puts all her yarn. That's what I want to know. She lives in a tiny house.
I live in a 2-bedroom apartment. The bedrooms
she
are
lives in a
small.
Oh my word. She has a couch that has built-in storage for yarn.
That is.
That's probably one of those old-fashioned couches where you can put blankets underneath.
Yeah.
If you go to Courtney's channel, I found when I started watching Courtney, I was looking for a video, so I went to her main page. What nobody sees is she's got some videos on building their tiny house. You got to go watch. There's only a handful of them. Go watch them. Yes, go watch those videos. Oh my God, go watch them. Go watch the videos
all the time.
Courtney lives in a tiny house, and you got to go watch the videos, because honest to God, you will pee your pants. She'll have you laughing. She is, you just got to go watch them, because she's funny as, oh my God. I wish she would have made more videos, because I wanted to see the finished house. I never got to see the finished house. Well, yes, Courtney, I remember under the stairs. Yeah, she had she was getting these yarn hauls, and she's like, I don't know where I'm going to put them. She's showing where she's shoving this yarn, and then she's showing the inside of tiny house. I'm like, holy Jesus, where's she going to put all this yarn at? But yeah,
that's what I always wonder.
It's a tiny house, and I mean tiny house.
So I'm going to jump down. I just wanted to pop up and quickly show you what I was doing and to say hi, so you can actually put a face to the name.
Well, hi.
But
I know Tori. I watch all Tori's videos. Oh, I loved watching your too. I was watching. Now that I'm glad you have the mask off, and I'm glad you're doing better.
Oh yeah,
I'm glad you're feeling better.
This time the COVID didn't hit me as hard as the last time. Like I said, I didn't even know I was sick. Didn't have a fever, cough, any congestion, anything like that. I had a high heart rate of about 106 beats a minute. And that's what took me to the hospital, is the heart rate. Then the next day they called me and told me that I had COVID. So like I said, I didn't even know I was sick.
Well, you got the antibodies now, so you shouldn't have to have the jab.
Yeah, I've had it twice, and it's natural immunity, right?
Yep.
But they don't look at natural immunity as having any vaccine.
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
No,
though.
they don't.
They should,
I
but they don't.
I'm a distributor for the rapid test kits because I'm in the Chamber of Commerce, and I distribute the rapid test kits. And yeah, that's all.
I've been
All I'm gonna say is
hearing
I'm gonna
that
shake my head.
Natural immunity must be working because, like I said, I didn't even know I was sick. And the screening test that
It is.
we have to take our temperature every time we go to work. And the screening, it said I was normal. There was no fever or anything. So if I hadn't have gone to the hospital with the fast heart rate,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have even known that I had COVID. It would have just been
Well, in Alberta, if you're home and sick and you're not tested or anything, they're going to say you had COVID.
Oh, I know.
Even if you're not like, and they're saying,
I'll be right back, ladies.
14-year-old.
Somebody's at my door. I'll be right back. You guys talk.
They're saying a 14-year-old boy died in Alberta, and saying that he might have had some underlying things.
Yeah.
He had stage 4 brain cancer.
Yeah, and they're probably trying to blame it on COVID, and
they are.
It's a thing where COVID is the flu, basically.
Yeah, there's a couple. Norway and I think Sweden are classing it as the cold and the flu right now.
Yeah,
they're totally normal.
And now they're even the videos that I've been watching, they're referring as SARS-CoV-2 or SARS-CoV-1, right? They're referring to the SARS virus as the COVID virus, and they're referring to other viruses in the past to COVID viruses. So, and I don't want to get the vaccine because I have a very sensitive system.
Mm-hmm. And
where
that should be totally
I'm
up to you.
that if I do get the vaccine, that I'm going to end up in the hospital in ICU, or even worse, I could end up dying from it.
Yeah.
And that's what terrifies me.
Of course.
Because I've heard of people being paralyzed from the vaccine. I've heard of people having
I get headaches now.
High-pitched ring.
Yeah, I get headaches now from it.
So that's what terrifies me. And I have an extreme sensitivity to any medications. That's why I don't take medications. I only take Tylenol.
Yeah.
Or CBD oil. But I'm like, that's what terrifies me. And I know here, not too long from now, I know it's going to be mandatory that I get the vaccine where I work. Right?
And that's crappy.
It's coming.
Well, the paper thing is what really gets me also. It's like, are we in Nazi Germany?
Right, basically.
Yeah, well, we're losing.
And I'm all for
nurses,
if you want to get the vaccine, you go ahead and get the vaccine.
Yes.
But I shouldn't be ridiculed because I don't want to get the vaccine.
Of course. Right? I saw a video of a guy who's very allergic to a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
And he went to his doctor and he said that he wanted a paper saying that he can't get the vaccine. So the doctor sent him to a specialist that does your allergies.
Mm-hmm.
And he had all kinds of bumps all over his arm from he was allergic to at least 95% of what was in the vaccine. And the person that did the test told him, he said, so am I going to get the paper saying I'm allergic? No. He said, but I could die from this. He goes, well, that doesn't matter. You still have to get it.
Yeah.
Really?
They don't care. They don't care. I know of people that have actually gotten the vaccine and have gotten COVID from it.
Yes, you can still get
There are several people that have gotten COVID.
My husband and I
people that you can get the vaccine. You may not have symptoms, but you can be a carrier.
Yep.
And you can be passing it off to everybody else. So there's so much controversy on that. I just choose not to get it.
Yeah, I don't believe in the mask thing either. If you're sick, wear a mask so you don't spread it. But I don't.
But when you're not sick, I have because I've had COVID twice, and I have long haul symptoms. The mask makes it extremely difficult for me to breathe, and I don't want to take it off at work, or I don't want to even pull it down at work because there's so many people at work that have their mask kind of hanging down here or just here or whatever. People like that annoy me because they're in the public area. But at home, like the only reason why I wore the mask at home when I did my videos was because of hubby. But hubby never got sick. And they won't test close contact people anymore.
No?
But yeah,
Oh, see, here they
and
do.
when hubby got sick the first time, he lost his taste buds for about a week and had the sniffles for about a week, and that was it. He's fine.
It's like, so because I think that's one of the symptoms, isn't it? You lose your smell and your taste.
Yeah, he lost his taste buds.
Yes.
He could still smell, but he lost his taste buds. Me, I lost my taste buds and my smell. And it took forever for me to actually, and now it doesn't matter where I eat or what I eat, it all tastes like salt to me.
Oh.
That's all I'm tasting right now is salt whenever I eat.
That's not very yummy.
Now here in New Brunswick, here in New Brunswick, with the rapid tests, how it works, it's like the businesses contact me, and I get an email from the major chamber of commerce how many kits to give them, and it's for their employees that only have one vaccine or have not been vaccinated. And if they've had one vaccine, they have to be tested once a week for 10 weeks. If they get a positive, now there's a lot of false positives, because if you have a cold or you're getting the flu, you'll get a false positive. But you have to contact public health within an hour and schedule a PCR test at a clinic. That's the big test where they go up into your brain. And
yeah, that's the one I had at the hospital. And how
they go way up.
Go to where he just put it up and pulled it out, and I got the nurse that put it up and just held it and held it and held it and held it, and it was like she pulled it out, and I literally was in tears for hours.
Yeah, because they go way up into your brain, almost into your brain. But the ones that I have that I distribute, it's just a Q-tip that you put up into your nasal cavity and just kind of swish it around, snap it off, put it into the fluid, and and then you drip it onto. Looks like a pregnancy test. 1 stripe, you don't have it. 2 stripes, you're positive. But they do it for 10 weeks. And then once they get their second vaccine, they got to do it for 2 more weeks. Other than that, it's only for people that are asymptomatic. And asymptomatic could be as much as,
but
if they feel you have.
They're not even testing the people that have been vaccinated. They're only testing the people that haven't been vaccinated. Yeah,
see, here in New Brunswick, they're doing it for people that have had 1 vaccine.
Yeah,
only 1 vaccine. And if you've had, see, here in New Brunswick, they canceled our Thanksgiving. In New Brunswick, you were only allowed to have your immediate household bubble. We had the Monis over here every single day. The Monis were here every single day. But it's okay now. You can have it now. They don't care. You can have Thanksgiving now. What's the difference? That's what upsets so many of us. What's the difference if we have it now or last weekend? What's the difference? That's what none of us can understand.
It's just all fear.
It doesn't make sense.
Well, it's all about this.
The thing is, my sister down in the States, my sister said, don't cross the border. Don't come down here where they're at in Pennsylvania, because it's so bad. They're not wearing masks or nothing. She couldn't believe we were getting fined last year for not having masks on. It's just, oh no, they were issuing fines. Yeah. And I said, we were very lucky. I said, but if we get 1 case on this island, it's going to wipe out half the island, because half the people on this island are over 70. It'll wipe out half our island. I did home
Yeah.
support up until I've been off work for a year now because I worked 7 months through COVID without a day off. I burned out. And, you know, it was the fear that were in my clients. They were the fear that was in them it was paralyzing them. It paralyzed them.
Oh,
We
yeah.
had one that wouldn't even let her own
Of
family
course.
in the house.
Well, and like I said, the
You
first
know,
time I
and
got COVID, I had to leave the house because hubby hadn't gotten tested, so I had to isolate in a hotel. But like when I first got told that I had COVID, my first thought was, am I going to die? That
Yeah.
was my first thought. Or am I going to end up in the
yeah,
ICU? My friend, he got COVID, and he ended up in ICU because of his breathing. His oxygen level just plummeted. So
yeah.
he was on a ventilator.
Did he have any underlining
No, he's
things?
actually like young. He's like 25. And he's, like I said, I got COVID. I was really, really sick, and I had the congestion, I had the cough and everything else. And I should have gone to the hospital, but I'm too stubborn. Literally, I'm too stubborn. And it took like 3 weeks to actually start trying to get rid of the mucus in the chest, right?
Yeah.
It took about 3 weeks for me to finally start getting rid of that. And mentally and physically, it was completely exhausting. That's all I did was sleep.
They
Ate
do
and
say
drank a lot of stuff, but yeah, that's the first thing I thought was, am I going to die?
yeah, they do say you have a 99% chance of not dying from it.
Yeah.
But my biggest scare is, are we going to turn into Australia? Like Australia
That's scary.
is totally locked down. It is scary, but they also don't have guns. They took all their guns. And once
No.
the government takes all your guns, within a year or so, they're in total control of your life.
Yeah.
Like it's in history. It's like Cuba, Venezuela.
I believe
that's what
in everybody's right to choice, no matter what.
Yes.
The only thing is, know with your choices come consequences.
Oh, yeah.
Plain and simple.
Yeah.
That's how I believe. I believe everybody has the freedom of choice. It's our God-given right, but know to accept the consequences of your choices. My son chose to do drugs. He died. People that don't get the shot run the chance of maybe not getting sick themselves, but passing it on to somebody that it could take their life. So those are choices you make. I didn't want to get the vaccine, okay, because I wasn't coming from a medical standpoint and coming from the medical field. I wasn't totally convinced because of not enough testing being done. I'm a firefighter and a first responder, so I have to have it because I deal with the public. So I went and got mine. Well, now they're telling me you can still get sick. Okay. I mean, I'm healthy as a horse. I'm healthy as a horse, so they tell me.
Well, you can,
but beautiful as one too.
Oh, ornery. But you know, but I do not. If somebody look, I had my minister came to me and said he was afraid to get the vaccine, and he found out I was distributing the tests, and I said yes, I am, and he's terrified, but he is literally letting the fear is paralyzing him and making him sick, physically sick. I said, let it go. What's going to be is going to be. You know, you just have to let it go. And a lot of people are like that. But I do not condemn anybody for the choices they've made because that's their choice.
No.
But just accept it. Accept your consequences.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know,
that they're forcing people now.
That's just it.
They're not giving people choice.
What?
That's no different than many, many years ago before any of us were born. The things that they did to people against their will.
Yeah.
That's no different. And as human beings, we have an innate drive to be free.
Yep.
Bless you.
Oh no, I'm not sneezing.
You know,
I only get about 2 hours sleep. So
Oh,
yeah,
I've got such a hard time sleeping now. I sleep for a couple hours and then I get up and then I'm gonna go back to bed here shortly, and then
I sleep in spurts. Yep, I sleep in spurts.
yeah.
I've been like that since the day I was born. My mother told me as a child I was evil.
It's only been since the last year that I've actually been having a difficult time sleeping.
Probably because of all this stuff that's going on too in the world.
Yeah.
Have you tried melatonin or?
I did try melatonin. I tried a half a tablet and I felt it for 4 days.
4 days. I've been like, I take 2 melatonins at nighttime.
Like I literally felt like I was not here for 4 days. So I said, I have an extreme sensitivity to any kind of even natural medications.
Yeah, I have to try THC. Well, actually, it's THC and CBD, one of those vape pens.
Well, I do CBD for pain.
Yeah,
I highly recommend it.
I did the drops, but I find the those electric cigarette things are a lot better for me.
I've never tried that. But I do CBD oil for pain, and I do have CBD rub that I use for my arthritis and carpal tunnel and tendonitis and bursitis. So, but like I said, I'm going to let you guys go, and I'm going to try and get at least a couple more hours sleep.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Tori.
And it's nice
I'm glad
seeing
you
you
come
guys.
up.
Nice seeing you
Nice
too.
seeing you too, sweetheart.
Love you guys.
I might love you too, sweetheart. I'm probably going to come back on tomorrow morning live too, because everybody's at work and I have the house to myself and I get fairly decent internet in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because everybody's at work and school, so I can have. So I'll probably be on tomorrow morning. All right, sweetheart. Have a good day. Get some rest.
And I'm glad you're feeling better.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Glad you're feeling better.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye, sweetheart. Nope, it's I had a package for the neighbor. They were dropping off at my house, my cousin.
Oh.
But nope. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do tomorrow morning. I'm gonna come on live again. I'm gonna go get my buggy fired up and head to the mainland. Bring Bella home.
Oh, it's like 3 hours on this.
3 hours. Yep, 3 hours. And
like
if anybody's around, yeah. If anybody's gonna be around tomorrow morning, I'll be coming back on live again. And who knows? Maybe I'll have some finished objects. I have so much to finish, but this blanket and this test pattern have been like priority getting finished because the test pattern that I'm doing for Hannah has got to be, because I'm doing the size 5, I have to have it done and my pictures in by the 31st of October. But I have to block both pieces before I sew them together, and then I have to do the collar and the sleeves. So, and it's working with a 4.0 hook and fingering weight yarn. So it takes a long time.
Yes. I have a quick question for you, please.
No, go ahead.
Thing that I'm making, okay?
Yes.
It says that I need a square measurement of 20 inches. What is how would I find that?
Well, 20 inches square. No, square. 20 inches square. 20 inches square.
Yes, square measurement 20 inches. That's what it is.
That's usually 20 inches across, 20 inches wide. 20 inches across, 20 inches wide.
Oh, so 20 inches and then 20 inches.
By 20 inches. Yep. That's 20 inches square. You're on a square, you're horizontal and vertical measurements are the same.
Okay. Because I think
So
I
we're
made
and
two of
that
my
now
squares
is that
too long.
pre-blocking or post-blocking?
I don't think you block this because where it's
I block
like that.
I block everything. Yeah, I block everything.
You would block. Would you block this before you sewed it together, or
Yep.
whatever you
I
had to do?
block my pieces before. I block all my pieces before I put them together.
Because see, this is more than 20 inches.
Then
So
you should
I'm
have
going
gone
to
down a
need
hook
another.
size or two.
No, I just need to take a few rows out.
Yeah, just take a couple rows. Just take hi Kathy. Welcome in.
Hello.
Yeah, just take like 2 rows. Let me see your 2 rows should do it. Oh no, look at your corner. Look at your corner. Yeah, 2 rows should do it. It looks like your
Yeah.
blocks are about 1 inch.
Yeah, I think so. Are there?
Go down 2 blocks, measure down to 2 blocks from the bottom and see what it says.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, Courtney. When you're one of the things I learned with blocking, even acrylic, I steam block my acrylic, even my blankets, I steam block. I sew all my ends in, but I leave a little tail until after blocking, and then I cut it off. So when I'm blocking and I'm stretching everything to measurement, then I can cut it off, but I sew all my ends in.
Because I want to get this thing done.
I just had to go get this here.
I just
The only reason I have a lot of ends on
hangy thing.
Okay, like this is one. I haven't blocked this yet, and the only reason I had so many ends is because I changed colors.
That's
like
your
this
test
here.
thing, right? Your test pattern.
This is my test. Yeah, this is one panel. These are all sewn in, but I just leave the tails like this.
Yeah.
Like little tails on this side here.
Mm-hmm.
So once I block, I measure out and I block. This is wool, so I'll wet block this. This won't be steam blocked. This will be wet blocked because you don't steam block wool. Then I'll cut off my ends. But as you can see, like in mosaic crocheting, you have a lot of ends from where I change colors. Because I tried doing my elf coat, I blocked like the skirt, but I should have blocked my panels before I put it together. Again, learning as we go, we learn. You learn lessons. My husband's supposed to help me set up. I've got to put up onto horses down in the basement a 4x8 sheet. Almost said something else, of plywood that I'm going to put towels on, then put my blocking mats to block my elf coat because I want to do a final video on my elf coat. But I've got to block it up. The skirt goes out almost 8 feet. The skirt goes out almost 8 feet when I stretch her out because it curves around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then I want to do the final block on my heirloom Afghan because my cousin brought me down a beautiful antique quilt rack for it. So I can square it up, steam block it, lock the acrylic in, and put it over my quilt rack so I can start my next blanket.
So for this,
yeah,
like
Courtney's
net.
You definitely want to block that. That's acrylic, isn't it?
Those wires? Yeah, it's acrylic.
Yes, I would use the wires on that. You would just feed the wires through the ends, weave it through. Then you take your pins.
Yeah.
Thank you, Courtney. You take your pins, and you put your pins with your blocking wires. You just use your T pins, and you put them
Yep.
in front of your blocking wires. You put them in front of your blocking wires, space them out, and pull. And I just take and I measure, just keep it because it keeps your edge straight, and then I pull it
Yes.
and measure it, and then I pin it, and then I do the same going this way, so it's nice and straight. And
Yeah.
if that's acrylic, I still wet my acrylic. I soak it in warm water in Woolite lavender wool wash. And I rinse it real good, and I roll it in a towel, and I just step on it, and then I block that out because it makes it easier to block it when it's wet. And then I'll
So you
steam
wouldn't
it.
just steam it then? Okay.
No,
You wet
I
it and
always
then
wet
steam it.
mine first. Yep.
Okay.
And I'll usually steam it a couple of times without killing it, because you're just going to kill the acrylic. But and how I test it, I'll steam it the first time and let it dry completely. Then I'll pull a couple of pins, and if it doesn't move, then it's good. If it moves, I repin it and I steam it again. You want to get it to where it doesn't the acrylic doesn't go back. It holds its shape. So then once I sew my garment together, I steam the seams.
Yeah, because like if you look at where's the darn picture? Where's the picture? There it is. It doesn't really. Does it look like it was blocked?
Yes, it does. Because that's how you get it. It lays to get it lay nice. Open up the
So
mesh
how,
on,
like,
especially mesh.
Yeah.
Yeah, opening up the mesh. Courtney did a lot with mesh crochet. Courtney, did you block your mesh crochet? She did a lot of mesh crochet garments. A lot.
Yeah, this is my first time.
Yeah, a lot of her garments were very lacy, meshy, open work patterns. She did a lot. Let me see. You still with us, Courtney? Because she could tell you, because she, like I said, that's what a lot of her tops, and she worked a lot with number 2 and number 3 weight yarn, and a lot of her tops, it's because she lives in Florida. She did a lot with the open mesh, like pineapple stitch, and the weight opened yours up, Courtney? Okay, she said she didn't block any of those because the weight of the garments opened up.
So I don't need to block this one then.
Okay, so the weight of it will open it up. See, I'm just
Yeah.
I just block everything I do, except I even block my hats and socks. I block everything. I block everything. I even blocked my my Juliet top back there. No, she doesn't.
Yeah, I was wondering if the
but
weight
I mean,
yeah.
Yep, I block all my stuff, and that's just me. That's my preference for blocking, because I do a lot of sweaters. I do a lot of sweat. That sweater that Courtney bought, that had to be blocked because of the mohair, silk, and lace. Mohair, silk, and wool. It had to be wet blocked. Yeah, well, and again, depending on the stitch, depending on the fiber, whether you block or not. A lot of people don't want to block because it's extra work. I do know there's a lot of lace work needs to be blocked because the lace work has to be opened up.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of my shawls were lace work. The shawls that I did were lace work.
It's like even
or stuff that I've done in a finger way.
Like even though it's a placemat, I think I should still block this because it's like kind of wonky.
That should be blocked up.
So
open up your stitches. It'll open up your stitches.
Yeah. And it make it a little bit bigger
yeah,
because I think it's kind of small.
I've gone to some of the bigger some of the people that I call them, you know, advanced knitters and crocheters, and I go to a lot of videos that talk about technique and stuff. I'm a nerd. I'm a wicked nerd. And for the garment, they said one of the main reasons of blocking before you assemble your garment is for measurement's sake.
Yeah.
Because you can gain as much as a couple of inches when you do your blocking. So it's better to block it before you put it together to make sure your front piece and your back piece, your seams are going to be in the right place, and your shoulders. I mean, if you don't block it and then you block it after you put it together, your shoulder might be down too far or back too far. You know, if it's a set-in sleeve, nothing's going to line up properly. You know, I mean, this one that I'm doing here, this is an easy lineup the way it's made. But if you have something that's got a set-in sleeve where you make the sleeve separately from the sweater, if you make a front panel, a back panel, and 2 sleeves, you have and again, everybody's different. I'm OCD. It's one of my downfalls. I'm OCD. Maybe I'm an overkill on things. Even when I'm blocking, I overkill on the pins. But I did my very first sweater I didn't block. I didn't really know anything about blocking. Very first sweater I did, it was a tutorial I watched. It wasn't even a pattern. It was done in wool. It was done in Peyton's wool. And it was a bulky wool. And I did a tutorial from Ruby Stedman. And it was a lacy front, and I didn't block it. But when I went to put the sweater together, it didn't really go together right. It was my first sweater, and my seaming was it wasn't straight. So now when I put something together and I pin it out, according to the measurements, and I use my lines on my blocking mats, and I take my tape measure and I block it because I want to make sure it fits.
Yeah.
You know, when I if you get a pattern, like a lot of patterns that I get, especially if I'm testing, they will give post-block measurements. In other words, what your measurement should be once you're blocking, you block it. Okay, so it'll say, you know, this should be 27 inches side to side blocked. Or it'll say, you know, 24 inches top to bottom. Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I would,
that she's talking about granny. Exactly. God, my granny squares. I mean, you guys saw my heirloom. That was one of the biggest questions I got on that heirloom Afghan that we did, the crochet along we did last year or into this year. People panicking because my block's not 7 inches. My block's not 7 inches. Don't worry about it. Chill. Block it out. And if it's not quite perfectly 7 inches, that's okay. It's okay. Get it as close as you can. I pulled mine out and I steam blocked them, you know, and it got it pretty close to 7 inches. You know, it's not the end of the world.
I kind of wish.
But the granny squares, when you block
sweater before I put together,
it does. It makes a difference. It crisps up your seams. And when I finish the garment, I do several blockings on a garment. I'll open up the seam. It's almost like taking an iron and pressing it. Exactly, Courtney. When I'm doing a like when I did my the one I think on my heirloom Afghan, I blocked all the blocks individually. Then I blocked each column, and now I'm getting ready to block the entire blanket, so everything crisps up. Okay, that's Dean's sweater.
Yeah, like because it's like you do the back, and then you do one side, and then the other side. And I think I seamed it okay, but when he wears it in that, the front, it's like, let me see if I can show you. It's like swims on me, but you can't see it because I'm so short. But this part, it like hangs down so
Yeah.
much. And it seems like it like curves, but it's the same length in that. I don't know if blocking would have fixed that or what.
It's a what's your material?
This is acrylic.
Okay, block. And you can reblock things. Like wool you can reblock. If you laid that down and opened up where the seams are at and pinned it,
Yeah.
and then just ran a steamer down the seams, and then fold
Yeah.
it back, lay it on your blocking mats, and match everything
Yeah.
up. Your bottom seams, your shoulder seams, and pin everything, then steam it. That should lock everything in.
Okay.
And don't forget too the weight
the
weight of the sweater.
It's heavy.
The weight of the sweater it's going to be heavy. The weight of the sweater, and it might be the way he's wearing it on his shoulders.
Maybe, I don't know. 'Cause he doesn't usually button it up, even though he wanted buttons.
Yeah, but yeah, like Courtney's saying, but the blocking will help because where the seams are sewed, it pulls. But once you block it and crisp that seam up, it's almost like when you iron a pair of trousers and you crease your trouser and it gets that nice crease. It's the same when you steam block that seam. It gets that nice crease in it. Well, it just makes it look crisper and more even when you block things.
Yeah.
When I block my sweaters, and particularly different fibers, and different fibers react different. Acrylic's a little bit more forgiving than like wool, but wool you can reblock. Acrylic, once you kill it, it's killed. It's dead. But I have a sweater I've got to reblock. I wet it and I block it back out, and it will reblock. That's one thing with wool. You can reblock it. A friend of mine made me a wool sweater.
Yeah. Maybe I'll do that. 'Cause it's been washed a couple times, but I just don't really like how it hangs on them.
Did you throw it in the dryer?
I dry on low heat.
Okay. Do you use fabric sheets?
Yes, and dryer balls.
Okay. That will soften and it will cause it to drape more. That's one thing I do notice with acrylic.
Okay.
If you use fabric softener, dryer balls, dryer fabric sheets, it softens it and it gives it a lot more drape. It just gets relaxed. It gets more relaxed. You can try steaming it again and see if it'll bring kind of back into shape. Try steaming it again. But even my acrylic garments, I wash nothing in the washing machine. I hand wash everything and I block everything. I put nothing in the washing machine, even if it's acrylic. I don't wash it. My blankets, they get hand washed and hung over the railing to dry.
Oh.
They don't get washed often. No, they don't get washed very often. Well, ladies, it's 1 o'clock. We have been on here 3.5 hours. I better get my butt going. Go pick up my girl. Take up my, because I got to get this raffle going. So she's live by tomorrow. Anybody that's around tomorrow morning, roughly around 10 o'clock or so, I'm going to go live again.
Atlantic time.
And
Atlantic time?
Atlantic time, yeah. Yeah, it'd be Atlantic time. It'd be 10 o'clock Atlantic, 9 o'clock East Coast time. And if you're around, come on in. I think tomorrow, though, what I might try is I'm going to see if it makes a difference on the quality of the video on YouTube if I go directly live through YouTube. We'll see if it makes a difference because I can always switch back over to StreamYard. And we'll see if it makes a difference. And this is where I'm going to need your guys' help to let me know if going live in YouTube makes a difference. And I'm going to go find my shoes. I got my teeth in. I did remember to put my teeth in. I get up in the morning. Where's my glasses? Where's my teeth? Okay, Suze. Hopefully, if you're around tomorrow, dear, come on in. and we'll have us a cuppa. And so I can keep running back. I have a bathroom right here. I use Barb's bathroom. My bathroom's on the other end of the house. And hopefully I'll have something finished tomorrow. Who knows? I think I'm going to take my test pattern with me, though. I'm on I've got 2 rows left to finish before I do the collar add-on. All right, Diana, thank you. Okay, Courtney, thanks you for coming. I was glad to see you here. I'm glad to see you, Courtney. It's the first time you've come in. I'm not worthy for the big channels. I'm not worthy. One of these big channels, I'm just not worthy. Coming into my little old itty bitty channel. But I'm so glad you ladies came. And like I said, this is going to be, as soon as we're done here, I set this to private. And anything that was said here stays private, other than what was live at this moment. So everybody have a wonderful day. I'll see you later. I'll talk to you later. I'll message you when I get back to the mainland. I'll probably be around supper time, because I'll be on the mainland for a while, passing all these boxes out. Oh, you hush. Oh, honey child, you hush now. And I'll be looking for that Tales from the Truck video, and give us another a tour of the tiny house. I want to see where you're at. You stopped. I mean, I was watching the progression of the tiny house. You got to see some more of the tiny house. Check those videos. You'll love them.
I will.
Courtney, you are unique, my dear. You are unique. Don't ever stop laughing. Keep me laughing.
Yeah.
And everybody's going to go check out your tiny. Everybody's going to go check out your tiny house now. So your secret's going to be out.
Yes.
Where you hide your yarn. It's going to be out.
Mm-hmm.
We'll know where to look, where you hide your yarn at. And I will catch you guys tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I love you guys all. Thank you so much.
Have a good one.
I'm going to go. All right. You have a good one too, ladies. And I will see you all tomorrow morning. Have a great day.
You too.
Love you guys. Love you, darling. Have a good day.
Love you. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.